She get rocky, but the show must go on. She get rocky, bullets hit like Stallone. Body dropping, trying to pay out Capone.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in to Hot Shots Podcast. This episode 8. We got some special guests on this. You know what I'm saying? We looking forward to this, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe.
Facts. We got my boy, you know what I'm saying, Shawan here to my left. You know what I'm saying? From we go way back, you know what I mean? From back in the like high school days, like, you know, when I moved to the States, man. And then I got my guy right here. We went to school together.
Yes, sir.
Benji. Go ahead and introduce yourself, both of y'all.
I better say.
Shit, Shawan, you know, from the city with everybody else, you feel me? Went to college, did all the good shit, all the fun shit, also did all the bad shit, you know, seen the best of both worlds. So I'm here with my guys. They invited me out, so I appreciate that for sure. Again, thank y'all for having me today.
Thank you for coming, bro.
No problem.
All day. Yeah. Hey, don't let him sell so short, because he got a YouTube channel that he's supposed to be shouting out.
Yo, but we gonna don't do that. I'll wait for all that. I feel like that's gonna come with the questions.
I bet. Go ahead, Benji.
Yeah, like my man Pete here said, we both went to the same later school. Both went through our own trials and tribulations through that. And shoot, it's been
some years, bro.
Years.
It's been some years. Got married, kid, you know what I'm saying? Kid getting older. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Buying like houses, selling houses.
Buying houses, selling houses. Yeah. All trying to be adults.
Yeah. Trying to be adults.
Yeah.
You know what
I say still kids are hard.
Facts. Forever. Even though I'm graying like crazy out here. I see he got some too though. I peeped that. I was like, hey, so I got grays.
There's a reason I was like, hey, let me grow this out. It hides it better.
Yeah,
I cut it down.
Facts. Well,
that's because y'all got girls, man. I just had a girl, so maybe
there you go. Hey, you spoke a little too fast there.
My shit gonna pop in a month.
Look, we ain't gray yet. Wait till they hit like them teenage years. Woo, it's gonna be all white. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do pull out the little black junk. You know what I mean? The little brush.
Gotta touch it up every
a
now
little
and then.
bit. Put my makeup on, right?
Exactly. Ladies can do. Why can't we?
Facts. Hey, true that. All right, so today we got a plethora of topics that we want to hit. So this probably gonna be a long episode. You know what I mean? But the weather is perfect for it. 50 degrees with the flame. Feels good out here. You know, we got some interest. We want to talk about things like how we grew up, you know what I'm saying? Being VA boys or moving to VA from wherever you move from, and then we, you know, I won't spoil it. Let's go from there. So let's talk about that, man. What do y'all have to say about y'all childhood growing up in Virginia, or better yet, Williamsburg, Virginia?
That shit was ass. I'm gonna be 100.
Yeah,
that shit was ass.
Why you say that?
Shit, when I got here, I think I was like maybe 6. I was in the 1st grade when I got here, but I stayed in near Chickahominy, Toano area and shit.
Okay.
So that shit was dumb far.
Oh yeah, country.
That shit really on the outside of shit. But you know, single mom, 2 bedrooms, 3 boys in 1 room, all wearing the same. Like, that shit was ass. But I mean, I made the most of it. The shit was fun. You know what I mean? Like, because I wasn't the only one out there like that. Yeah. Like, in the neighborhood, there was a lot of niggas out there like that. So we made the most of it. Shit was fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you narrow it down, like, nah, that shit was ass. We just made a good time out of an ass situation. But
don't you feel like that's the best though? Like, when you ain't have as much, like, I feel like that's when you had to get creative.
Hell yeah.
Like, and it built different bonds, like your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
hell
you
yeah.
had everything. I'm sure that's lit too, but really got to go through different stuff and make you know,
like to see
go through more stuff.
To see what you got now and shit.
Yeah, the grape's sweeter. It's like the harder, you know, the more work it took for the grape to get ripe. You taste that junk, it's sweeter, bro.
And then it comes in handy too. Sometimes you get into a jam and you don't realize it's like, dang, let me pull out some of these little old country skills I got.
Fact.
You know.
Yeah, that shit don't never leave you though.
Nope.
True.
All that creativeness that you had back in the day, that shit don't never leave you.
I actually think it prepares you for life, bro. Like, I feel like if you grew up with just everything kind of handed to you or everything kind of worked out for you, because it's not just a matter of here you go. It's, hey, this is what you do, X, Y, and Z. A lot of us kind of have to figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to go to school? Do you not? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you save your money? Do you not? You know? How much you spend? Do you know what I mean? So a lot of us kind of had to grow up, experience like waste and debt and you know, breakups and all that, you know what I'm saying? And some of us recovered, obviously. Some of us didn't, you know what I mean? And we're still recovering now, but so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ass, bro. I think it was a good thing.
I was just saying, like on a big scale, looking down at it, like, yo, that shit was kind of ass. Like you was in a bad situation, but you didn't know. You really don't know you in a bad situation until you see somebody in a good situation, and y'all meet each other. Yeah. There's a lot of niggas in a bad situation. Y'all don't know that. Y'all just having fun. Mm-hmm. Then you bump into somebody that's in a better situation. You be like, damn, that shit really kind of fucked up. Yeah, we really living fucked up out here. But you don't really notice until you see some other shit that you never seen before.
Nah, 100. Yeah. You get an understanding, bro. Like I be realized, like I be hitting moments now, and I be like, damn, like I was doing shit I know I wasn't supposed to be doing. You feel me? At a young age and doing stuff like, and it's like what really made me look at it is like having kids. Cause I be like, damn, I want to make sure like it make me want to straighten up and do certain things for that reason. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. It's like, man, you weren't supposed to be stealing cars or sneaking out the house or whatever the situation was, like. And it's like, I want to make my kids just know, like, you ain't got to do that, man. Like, and put them in a position where they feel like they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, shit, I ain't have no direction, no guidance. So that's why I chose to do that shit.
It's funny because I feel like my upbringing before I came here, I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of people don't know what poor is, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? From where I like what I seen, and like people would say, you know what I'm saying, like growing up, they didn't have this and they didn't have that. But a lot of people don't even know what it's like to go to bed hungry, bro. And to go to bed without food. Because, you know, the basic needs are what? Food, shelter, and shelter, clothing, right? Yeah. Obviously, water is gonna be in there too, but but I don't think any of us grew up not having clothes or food, or you know what I'm saying.
Definitely grateful for that.
Exactly. So I think sometimes we kind of overlook that. I mean, look at what's going on right now, where like you got so many people wanting to be in America just to be here. Like they don't even got nowhere to stay, but they just think that it's better to be here than it would to be like where they come from, you know what I'm saying? So, what about you, Benji?
Well, I've been fairly blessed. No, actually, from my early years, I actually grew up in Newport News, so I didn't start going to like school in Williamsburg until high school.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it was a culture shock. Kind of like when I was first going to school, my classroom was a lot like this.
Yeah.
I was a token white kid.
Oh, for real?
So it was very much a bit of a culture clash when, you know, growing up Newport News, a lot more diverse than it is here. So then going into high school, and where I was sat, I was zoned for more of the...
What high school did you go to?
Jamestown.
So, okay, we went to Jamestown for a year.
Fritzy.
Yeah, we went to Jamestown for 1 year, I think.
Yeah, and then switched to Lafayette.
Yeah, then we switched to Lafayette. I know what you're talking about.
It was very much a culture shock, especially when you went from, you know, growing up in an environment where... like I said, you had folks from all walks of life from there, you know, but nothing what we would consider elevated. And then I go to a school where, you know, 16-year-olds are driving their daddy's BMW.
Oh yeah.
And the other thing, you know,
Kings Mill is zoned. Kings Mill is zoned for that school.
So you got the rich things where I came in, it was very much a little bit of a culture shock, even though, you know, funny enough, not something you quite expect.
Right.
Of course, that's not to say that, you know, I wasn't blessed and privileged in my own right. I'm not going to take that away. My parents both worked very hard. The reason I went to school in Newport News is because they both worked early hours of the day.
Yeah.
And so, and they worked hard for what they had, and they did their best to instill that in me as well. So I like to think that I'm very blessed in that type of situation where I was privileged, but at the same time, I don't want to take away from some of the hard work that went into that.
Yeah. True. But, I mean, I can't, and I know y'all will probably say the same thing. I can't take credit away from my dad because, you know, I seen that man work 2 jobs, like 3 jobs sometimes to like just get things done. So like, you know, I had that example, you know what I'm saying, to emulate my life. So, you know, I kind of like that we grew up, you know, poor, and we, you know, he fought hard for us to come here. We came here, and that's why we don't waste time with the opportunity that he gave us. That's why we got ourselves educated, and we work as hard as we do, and you know what I mean? So, what are some things I would change?
Shit.
I'd buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, but You weren't old enough to buy.
yeah,
But you're right though.
I
You're right though.
2008, I'd buy a house. How old was I? Not that no.
Not old enough. Yeah, facts.
I think literally the only thing I would change would be just to have my dad around.
Okay.
And he around now. And I'm a little older. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
He around now that I'm a little older, but I wish that when coming up and shit, he was around a little bit more. I think that life would have been a lot different if I think that for a lot of black children that grow up in no offense, black children that grow up with they single mom, you know, I always felt like it's not the mother's job to raise a man. I always felt like it was the man's job to raise the man, and putting that on the mother is just like it's like extra. It's extra for them. On top of everything else they got to do, pay the bills and rent and whatever else. You know, I just wish I had that was the only thing I would just have my dad in my life.
When you got to know him, not to like veer off too much, but when you got to know your dad or have him in your life more, I should say, did he ever say like why that was? Like, was it like, well, me and your mom won't get along, she ain't want me in your life, and da-da-da-da? Because, you know, usually that's the story, right?
No, I'm going to keep it 100. He just give me a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's almost like he heard what my mom said and tried to, like, use it as a handicap. So I won't really, like, I was like, man, I mean, you could have tried a little bit. Just a tad bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I still love him to death. Like, that's my dad.
Yeah.
Always gonna be my dad. I ain't never gonna like not like the nigga because not to call him a nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna not like him. I mean, like that's my blood. You know what I mean? Like I'm grateful to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here because of him. So I'm always gonna love him. Like that's my dog for real.
Yeah.
But like he got some growing up to do. But I mean, it's cool. It's cool to have him around now.
Yeah,
so I'm grateful for that.
Well, at least that's good, man.
Yeah.
Like one of my boys, bro, like his dad wasn't there and he wants nothing. Like, I mean, he'll talk to him, but let's say his dad like call him, try to lecture him, he's not. What? Nah, bro. We don't have that relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Like you not gonna lecture me, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do. I wouldn't.
Yeah, nah. That joint, that'd be where the bump in the
like,
road
okay,
be. When I
it's
start
time,
hearing
buddy.
stuff, I'm like, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. We kind of homies right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I
we
kinda raised
we ain't on that
myself.
level yet. Yeah. What you just Bitcoin?
Yeah, right.
It's funny how I'm not sure, but on the more deeper level, I guess it's just be more, personal confidence back in the day, if you will. Because,
True,
I had a little bit of it, like, for outgoingness, but then, as all kids kind of, to a certain extent, all kids do, sometimes if they're in their teenage years, they can either, like I said, they'll do one or two things, and especially helps with the environment around them. They'll either, blossom into themselves, and that prepares them better for adulthood in some ways, or they might shrink in, on a certain spectrum where I'm not good enough for this. Sorry, I'm not good enough for that. I need to either look this way or do this, that, and the other thing instead of just being comfortable with themselves and not where they're at. Want to be better, but not to the extent where it's tearing yourself down.
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of kids deal with that, bro.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, we all kind of thought we were super critical of ourselves growing up. I know everybody was. Like, you always either had to have a fresh haircut,
Bro,
wear
what?
like the freshest clothes.
Exactly.
You had to like put on this persona, like you can't ever get sick, or you like you're not human, like you're above like human, like you know what I'm saying, like you're walking around like you're Batman or Superman or something.
Exactly.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, man, because we actually like dealt with the situation, me and Benji, just before his old lady, so don't get mad at me. Where we had to get him out his comfort zone.
And
you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. I ain't got no issue with that. I can talk about it
Okay.
now. So, funny
Facts,
enough,
facts.
the same place it happened is happening right now. It was actually at
Katsucon.
Yeah, Katsucon.
Yeah,
And funny enough,
we went to like
I don't think it's this weekend.
Katsucon is for those who don't know, is like an anime convention. You know, he's big into anime. He's a voice actor.
Know, so
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's anime, but it kind of covers video games.
Exactly.
And, like
And
overall cartoons.
it's huge. Like, how many
bigger
people?
On the, like 20,000.
20,000, 30,000
Granted,
people.
this was funny enough. This was
No,
2020,
that
so there was
sounds
some COVID going on.
it was some
there.
COVID. It was
like
right
a
before
month
the yeah, facts.
So we didn't get it.
Yeah, thank
But a
God.
lot of folks, but yeah, he saw that, and so I just never, like I said, didn't really come out of my shell when either I was in high school developing and such. So I'm in my early 20s, and I'm just like, I don't know how to talk to girls. I told you I was a voice actor. So, yeah, but yeah, with a lot of help from our dear friend Sirac.
Facts.
Yeah,
Sirac
at
did
these
some things
concerts,
for us.
like usually around 10 o'clock, they have an after party, or they call it a dance, more like kind of like a DJ
He
rave.
downplaying it, bro.
Yeah.
They have like a rage going on over here, hip hop here, reggae here.
Well,
It's like it's
the
not no
smaller
little
ones,
party,
usually
bro.
it's one area, but
It's
because it's a bigger
huge.
spot,
It's
they had different
huge.
little areas where it's like in the main stage they had more like electronic dance music, EDM, like dubstep type stuff going on, which is normal for those types of cons because Nightcore, some stuff like that.
Oh, you've been to a con before?
Yeah, because I think they do the same thing
Yeah.
at all the different joints.
Exactly.
I only
Yeah,
went to
so
one
it's
though.
usually-
I went to one in
Okay.
Yeah. So,
One question: Do
What's
they be like dressing up? Do you
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Yo, bro, you see some bad
Dude,
girls at
yeah.
con, bro.
Oh,
Bruh.
saying, you
Do
ain't been
not-
I want to go to one. now,
Don't
bro. That
think,
sound
don't
kinda lit.
think.
Bruh.
But you
Yeah.
might see some dudes too, though, just like girls. So you got to be
Yeah.
careful. Like you
That's-
can't
that's
tell
how
the
it was
difference
in,
sometimes, bro.
Atlanta.
In
Yeah.
Atlanta?
I went to
bet in
Atlanta. I went
would
to
you go to the Dragon Con? Because I know that's the big one, but
I can't. It was one of them. Damn, what was it called? It was the Power Ranger joint, but they had all.
Oh, so that's
everything.
American. That's like one of the American
Galaxy
ones.
Con.
Nah, it wasn't Galaxy. That's in Richmond, I think.
They got them all over.
Yeah.
So sometimes
I forget.
they got
I
some,
forget what this joint called, but I can look it up a little later.
Either way, but yeah, no, like I said, they go crazy. They
yeah.
have some 18+ ones, but we ain't gonna talk about that. On
Oh
the
yeah,
podcast.
for sure. I mean, you
No,
can. It's
but-
it's a free bro
Nah,
talk.
yeah,
It's not for
fair
kids.
enough, but yes, but this, like I said, in this one, it's one of the larger ones. So
Yeah.
in most cons, it'll usually be in like a main stage area, and that's usually where they'll have it.
Yeah.
You won't really have all these little smaller pockets of different genres happening. They had hip hop going on in one. They had kind of club hits going on in another. They had
Dance hall. They had like Jamaica. Yeah, it was. I was like,
Yeah.
They had everything.
This was
It's
my
not
first-
just people
it was
setting up the
crazy.
speakers. This
Yeah.
isn't like, sponsored by the con. The only thing the con does is the main one.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just bringing their
Kinda
own
do their
speakers,
own
running
stuff.
their own set.
Yeah. It's a good opportunity, bro. Like if you like a DJ, like a local DJ, and you trying to get big, that's an opportunity for you,
like
bro.
a networking
Yeah.
event. I see.
Heck,
Bro,
yeah.
you doing?
Well,
Like, I don't
it's
care
funny
what you
because
doing.
when we were younger, we thought, what anime? Like
Yeah.
that's why. Like you know what I'm saying? But you think, bro, it's a whole like
No, I mean, you got
industry,
people,
bro.
Like,
It's
on Instagram,
huge.
that
Like
their thing is like
Oh,
cosplay.
hell yeah.
Or, so they have people there that on network, with their own thing. That's what they do. They have their own booths that they can buy and set up and market themselves, for modeling or sponsorships or whatever. And I say they have, just a lot of writers, a lot of creatives out there.
That sounds dope.
turn that
So-
junk up a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
As I got older, bro, I got like a lot open to more things. Like this some stuff I probably would. You asked me 5 years ago.
Nah, I ain't about to do this.
You
Time
couldn't
back
pay me,
in.
bro. Like
Like
I
I
was
said.
like, I'm like, what you talking about? They be out there dressed up like Spider. I'm not going out there, bro.
know,
but
bro.
right now, bro, I be like, come on.
Hell,
better say
well,
go
it's
away,
funny
yo.
because he invited me. He was like, Pete, I know you watch a little bit of anime, bro. You
Yeah.
try to go to Katsu. I was like, all right, what's that? Come on,
Yeah, well,
get me ready. Get me ready.
At first, you thought it was just like a single concert deal. You didn't realize these are multi-day events.
Yeah, bro.
It's like
Yeah. We were
Fridays.
there for, like,
What you
usually
did?
the
You did
whole
a 3-day
weekend.
joint? I did the weekend. That's
Yeah.
what I did.
It
So.
was fire. It was fire.
Yep.
I ain't dressed up though.
Nah,
No, I didn't either. I painted my
I ain't
face.
dressed
That's all I
up.
did.
Oh, yeah, that's what we did.
I put like a little
Yeah,
bit
we
of
did
paint
the
on my
parade.
face.
Yeah.
I think the most I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do is get a tattoo. Like he said, bro, it's a lot of stuff that like artists be in there, like
Yeah.
they'll paint and whatever, like pictures, whatever
So
they
you could
do.
go to somebody and be like, bro, I want to dress up like this, and they'll paint it for you or something like that.
Yeah, or-
pay people or how it goes.
Yeah.
No, you kind of do it more yourself. If
You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, you talking about like if you dress up or something?
Yeah.
No, I was saying like, did they have stuff up there? Like, I would think.
Oh no, you could
Actually,
buy.
now
You
that
could.
I
They
say
sell.
that,
Hell
Yeah, I think they sell
Yeah,
stuff
they had
like
it.
that.
Concert, they got like some mask stuff and they got
Yeah,
props.
bro.
And then actually at concert, I take that back. They did have someone that was like professional makeup doing stuff. One guy was Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
See, that's why I said I'd have been
Yeah,
Vegeta, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would feel like somebody make me Vegeta.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's where when I went to my joint, it was a lot of them there.
That was
Yeah.
doing that?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they did Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
What's
Shit, I
that?
saw the MCU like
Yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Man.
Like I said, it
so
is
all that
not
joint.
just
Spider-Man,
anime.
whoever you-
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Superman.
It may
all
be
that.
like
So the
one
DCU,
main
MCU.
thing, but
Yeah, but everyone's
everything be
invited.
there. Like,
So
everything
usually,
be there.
but usually there's a theme. So you'll like
Yeah.
for instance, like Star Wars got their own con, right? I don't know what it's called. But if you go to a Star Wars con, you know you're gonna see a whole lot of like,
Star Wars.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying.
So
But it's
there's-
dope though, bro. Like the part, bro. We went out in the you remember when we went out in the steps, like the area where the
Oh,
stairs
yeah.
are, all the condoms we saw that. I was like, yo, people out here having
Yeah,
fun, man. People out here
we
having
didn't
a
even
good
talk
old
about
time.
the room parties. Man.
I know,
yeah, we
man,
weren't
I
there
know,
for that.
I
Yeah,
know, I
Snapchat was
know.
lit for that.
Yeah, we had a good time. But anyway, I got him out. I got him out his shell because there was this girl that he saw, and you know, and I think I could tell. You know, he was looking a little black girl. You know, he got a little fever on him that night. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, go dance with her. He was like, Pete, you know, like, I was like, Benji, go dance with her, man. You know what I'm saying? And he went, he danced, and I guess he was surprised, like that they danced together, and I could tell he wasn't sure.
Yeah, no.
Like
it's
I was
she
like, bro,
said yes.
just be yourself, just
okay
dance,
with
bro. Just dance. And I think that moment was like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can talk for yourself.
It was very much kind of a trigger moment. Now, granted, I did fumble the ball after the fact.
But you ain't gotta talk about that. It's all good. It's all good.
It's growth.
Yeah, facts.
It's required of all, everyone to a certain extent, but you know, definitely a catalyst where it was like, okay, I got to get more of this. I gotta,
Yeah.
practice makes perfect.
Facts.
Made you
Give a better
step
turn.
your
And I was
game
like,
up.
exactly. I was like,
shit was
okay,
like
I
crack
see
on
what's
it.
out there and see what's going
Said
on.
like crack.
That shit was like crack.
Exactly.
Turn
Well,
the
listen,
Pookie, bro.
hey man, when you see that tail going, I'm not talking about ass. I'm talking about the actual tail. No.
Yeah, facts. Katsu, right?
Yeah, actually, no, I
She
think
did
that-
have a tail.
She did.
You're right.
I was making a joke, but damn.
You remember that? I was talking to this chick, man. She had like a oh my god, what's that outfit? It was when that something lightning was like fire. It was during that time. Not white lightning. Not black. Oh, black lightning.
It was someone.
that
It was a
It
series.
superhero.
Dude was wearing a yellow.
The Black Lightning joint. I think
Probably.
I think
It
it was
was,
like a
it was
Netflix
superhero.
joint.
She
It
was
was
very.
superhero.
She was very DC and
Bad,
Marvel.
bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
yep.
body on her, my
Yeah.
boy. God, you could tell she in the gym all the time.
Hey, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Them cons, though.
It's crazy.
Once you see the
Yo.
right shorties at them cons, they be like, all right.
Yeah.
Wow, like
No,
okay, they
yeah,
really
exactly.
get into character
No,
too,
they
bro.
really
Like
get
some of
into
them want to look exactly like the anime girls, and you know, anime
fit
girls
in
are
there,
drawn
and they
like
get
crazy,
like
like
that.
That's crazy.
They get like
they
that.
it was
Yeah.
dope.
See, I would have never expected that. Like,
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. That's the fun thing with cosplay. You can
Yeah.
do everything. You can throw some shit on from your, from your closet. You can be like, all right, I'm gonna wear this jacket, and I got these like black pants. Okay, I don't care about these pants. I'm gonna paint something on.
Yeah.
Bam, I'm, Winter Soldier or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, or people go like costumes from the costume store.
Yeah.
And just dress up in those. 'Cause,
Yeah,
it's already
yeah,
it's
yeah.
quick. Or you
Facts.
get the more elaborate ones where, that's their job. Or something,
Yeah,
Like some
some people do it
Instagram.
professionally.
Yup.
Yeah,
I
true.
was gonna say, I know a
True.
couple.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Shit, they be on the shit like we on right now.
Yeah,
son.
facts.
Oh, yeah, like
yeah.
podcast.
They be on
Podcast.
podcasts
Yeah,
dressed in
podcast.
full
Yeah,
joint.
true.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah, full makeup.
It's
everything.
an industry, bro.
It's
Like
not.
at the anime industry, like you got like I like anime. I don't like all of them, but like I watch like One Piece. I watch Bleach, Naruto. Obviously, we all watch Dragon Ball Z,
That's
right?
my God. That's the only one I know.
Some people didn't realize that was anime.
I didn't,
They
bro.
were they were
Yeah,
watching
it's
it.
hard to-
Yeah,
Nigga
bro.
was
Like,
yo, get off the bus. Like,
you gotta go straight to the crib.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
When y'all was watching Dragon Ball Z, the time that was everybody in the crib and nobody outside.
Oh, for
I think,
sure.
I think it was a time like
For
we
sure.
would get off the bus.
Yes, sir.
And I'd be like, all right, my nigga, I'm gonna get y'all at 5:30 or something. We gonna be outside
Well,
at
you're right,
5:30.
because it won't on Netflix.
Yeah.
Right,
So
so
you
I'm
had to
like,
catch
yo.
it when it
Yeah,
was
missed
running.
nothing.
You
Yeah,
couldn't
like,
miss
I'm like,
nothing.
I don't remember
Yo.
missing no Dragon Ball Z.
Nah,
episodes.
bro.
I know I
I'm
had
like,
to be about
as soon as you get off the bus, you be like, I'm
Ran.
gonna holler at y'all
Facts.
as soon as we get done with this.
Who is y'all favorite character?
Vegeta was
Vegeta.
Gohan was mine.
Goku was
I love
mine.
Gohan, but he
What?
disappointed me later on. But I
Oh,
loved
yeah,
him.
yeah. As I got older, it was Vegeta.
I like Vegeta.
Yeah.
He was just ruthless. But like,
No,
I just
he's
like,
emotional. He's the most relatable character in this
Yeah.
series.
True.
Goku
he
is
got
just
pride. He got a lot of pride.
pride and
Exactly.
well, bro, think about Vegeta, bro. Anger, jealousy, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, pride. He got all the negative emotions, bro, that we can relate to. Goku is just ha ha ha. Like I just want to fight. Like you don't care about nothing.
that
Like,
actually
Goku
rose.
was too humble to me. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I ain't like, but I'm like, I'm not. I'm humble.
Like, he's
now
a
as I
good
got older,
guy,
you
like-
feel me? But I'm not a humble. Like I'm
Yeah.
more like
Right.
if I'm man in my business, I'm cool. But if you push me, then I'm like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I relate more to Vegeta. Like Goku
yeah.
more like you gotta really keep pushing Goku, and then he'll turn to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
Nigga, that's
all right,
how
bro,
I
this what
was,
you want.
though.
Like,
Yeah, oh, like
you go-
Goku?
Mm-hmm.
Like try to be peaceful, right?
No, yeah, I was not fucking with the. I know I was not fucking with that shit as a kid. I'm like, y'all fuck with this nigga Goku, bro. But like, he was doing it for fun, so I'm like, all right, that's cool. But I
Yeah.
was not fucking with like cussing niggas out. I was not with the whole
Yeah.
negative
True,
shit. I
true,
was just
true.
like,
Yeah.
I was just trying to be a kid having fun, bro.
Right.
And I was like, all right, I fuck with this dude. But as I got older and I went through some shit, I'm like, Vegeta's that.
Vegeta's
Yeah.
well, because I think it's like Vegeta. If you compare Vegeta to any other superhero, he'd be like a Batman to me. When I think about it, because Batman is such a flawed character,
He ain't
but
good.
that's why he's so damn good, bro. Superman, I think he's like the boringest written character.
I don't like Superman.
He's
I
too.
hate
He's
that
just
nigga.
boring, bro. Like
I hate
it's,
Superman.
come on, dude, do something bad, bro. Like go kill the president. Like in the anime, obviously. In the show,
That's why
obviously.
people like Injustice so
Go
much, 'cause
do
it's
something
like-
crazy and then like
Yeah.
come back from it. Like beg for forgiveness. But he's just so like the White Knight, you know? Come
Exactly.
on, man. Get out
Like,
of
he
here,
can't
bro.
do no wrong.
I
bro.
know,
like,
man.
I don't like
Nah,
Superman.
Yeah, like I need him to
That
be
ain't-
like the
that ain't-
Hulk.
That ain't real life, bro.
It's not.
That's that's
It
that's
ain't
kind
real
of
life,
everything
bro.
perfect. Only thing can kill him is kryptonite.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can't do nothing to him.
Nothing
he
to him.
He can he faster than you,
Facts.
stronger than you. He can do everything, bro.
Yeah.
Man got laser eyes. Like,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. I never used to turn it off when it came on though. I used to watch the hell out of this.
I was not
like
not a
I-
Superman
I
guy.
ain't
Oh,
never
so you
watched
didn't watch-
Superman.
I
that
did
had so-
not watch Superman.
Really?
When
Even
it was the
Justice
whole
League?
Justice League, I would watch.
I was gonna say
Like,
Justice League was.
I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit when it came on Cartoon
okay.
Network.
Okay, fair.
I watched a little bit, but I was not a Superman dude.
He unrelatable, bro. Cause like if we think about it, like how can you? That's like everything go perfect, bro. Like that's not life. So it's
Yeah,
like, you
nah.
you're not gonna be able to beat everybody up. You're not gonna be able to beat everybody in a race. I'm not gonna be able to.
Well, it's not even just that. Okay, let me ask y'all this personally. If y'all had the power Superman had, think if only you're the only person on this planet that could do what he does.
I ain't gonna lie.
How
bro.
you gonna live, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd be corrupt, bro.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
I tell you,
bro. But I wouldn't be a dictator. I wouldn't be Superman.
He went full Injustice
Hey,
immediately.
man, bro.
He's just like,
I love
I'm
the
keeping
boys.
it a band,
the boys.
bro.
You see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
boys.
them banks,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm the currency. I don't need the bank. I'm the
Y'all
currency.
come through me, bro.
Y'all come
You know
through
what I'm
me.
saying?
It's gonna be a crypto with my name on it,
For
and
sure.
that's gonna be the world currency.
I'm about to say,
Easy
yeah.
day. Like I don't need to go to the banks and rob it. Like what I say goes 100% or else. Like
But I make sure y'all good. Y'all ain't getting beat up, sick on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all eating.
when you say y'all, you mean who?
The people,
Like America.
Cause I be governed wherever I'm living. Like wherever,
Okay, the country, not so you wouldn't try to be like dictator of the whole world.
Nah,
or nothing
man,
like that?
bro.
that's too much.
It's too much for Superman. He could
Yeah,
go to
probably
like,
Nah,
like-
if you do the world, they gonna find somebody. They gonna get you. They gonna start
Yeah.
figure out.
I probably-
Kryptonite bullets, they gonna get you. That's too much. You feel me?
I'm trying to do what
you
Dr.
trying to
Doom
do
did.
too
That's
much.
what he tried to
I might not even take the whole United States. Just give me the South. Give me like 8 states. You know what I'm saying? This is my land. You hear me? Don't nobody come over here and mess with me. We good. You feel me?
man.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
that's
Because if you try to
crazy.
do too much, bro, they gonna figure. You see what Batman did? To
Oh yeah,
Superman?
fact.
You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
came
Batman
up-
beat him, bro. Like
Exactly.
legit
So,
beat him.
Eventually, somebody gonna figure something out.
Yeah,
so before I
facts,
let y'all
facts.
do all that, I ain't gonna put my foot on y'all neck like that. I'm gonna let y'all do it. My little 4-5 states. Yeah, I'm running this junk. Know what I'm saying? That's what's going on.
Yeah, probably be like Hancock.
oh yeah,
Hancock.
facts.
That'd probably be like-
Hancock was dope, but love will get you though. That's the problem with Hancock, bro.
That's probably
Once
with
you
men.
fall in love,
That's the problem with men.
that's facts, bro. When you fall in, well, I know they say like you fall because Hancock's weakness was they're like destined to be together with somebody in their own
Somebody
race,
that's
and they
great,
gotta. No matter what they do, they can avoid each other as much as they think they can, but they'll end up coming back together because he lost his memories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he ended back with his same
Yeah.
wife from
Yeah.
the same woman that he was married to. Yeah, so I don't know about Hancock. I don't know if I want Hancock still.
Man, Hancock wasn't drunk, man.
He
wasn't doing that.
I ain't give a fuck.
He's like, I'm just here. He's bored.
He was
bored.
cool, though.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool. He was a cool
got all them
character.
powers, bro. Like, you ain't.
I could relate to Hancock.
Anybody could.
like he's a black superhero.
Anybody
100%.
can relate to that.
They wrote him well. They wrote him well, bro.
So my
He your
question is, though, he's
drunk
got all
uncle
these
that got powers.
Facts.
He got all these powers, but he's sitting here drinking regular alcohol and
That's
getting
what
drunk
I'm
off
saying.
it.
True. That's
Wait a
what
minute.
I'm saying. Like, come on, Hancock. He ain't go.
Everything else super, but his liver.
Like, come on, bro. Like,
Bro, listen, did y'all get mad at him, bro, when like he stopped that train the way he did? Y'all, I know y'all got mad at him, bro. Like, bro, you did not have to do that, bro. Like,
Well, but that was him. Like, I don't give a fuck.
like I'm trying to save the
He
world.
was dying. He died Homelander. That's what it was.
Kill everybody
He
on
just
the
didn't,
train.
You know, didn't
He
do
was wild.
Megalomaniac yet.
Yeah, nah, I think
just
he
bored.
was too irresponsible, bro. Like he ain't think it could be kids on that train. dog.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't give a fuck.
He ain't give a
that's a
damn.
good life lesson though, because a lot of people with too much power will act like that though. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of reality. Like you would think that just because somebody had unlimited power, he would do everything the right way. But a lot of people would be careless with it, or you know what I'm saying?
Well, bro, I think what do they say? Ultimate power corrupts ultimately.
Oh, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
But you know what? The way I said it works too, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
I like
You're
that.
right,
I like that. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I think if no matter who you are, bro, because we're flawed. You know what I'm saying? We got too much emotions in us, bro. Like bro, people internalize shit and come up with it, bro. Have you ever met somebody, bro, that like create a problem in their own head, create the problem, literally believe the problem that they created, and it's like they can create the issue, but they can't create a solution to it.
Bro, I hate that.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from this shit, bro. I hate that shit.
or the favorite. My
It's
favorite
like, what's
one
wrong?
is
I
they
don't
create
know.
the problem, and then they sit and fester with it.
Bro,
Right.
Like,
I know someone like
you can't
I know
think
someone
of a
like
fucking
that, yeah.
solution?
No,
You can't think of
or you
nothing.
can't let it go.
and
Or
then
they
you just
can't let it
go
go.
sit there and sink in that
Right.
problem
Yep.
that you made
And
up.
then go off
Nah, nigga.
everybody else because
Hell
of it's your problem that you created.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Human
I
nature.
know ones or twos like that. One of them, you may get a call in the middle of the night, and I would say, "Hey, man, I need bail money for one guy."
Oh
Specifically.
damn! Yeah. I dealt with some crazy females in the past. Females that would like and I know girls don't like when you say females for some reason. I dealt with some crazy women in the past. Let me correct myself for some reason. They would like get mad, bro.
Nah, it's like a weird.
It's
Like
a weird thing
yeah,
for some
yeah.
reason. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But
It's
you know
'cause a
what?
lot of,
I don't
what
think
is
we're
it?
supposed to understand.
I just found out this year.
Yeah, no,
y'all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I said it. I said
Oh,
it.
why it gotta be a female?
Yeah, I'm like, call them women. I'm
It's
like,
because a lot of the like,
Okay.
I didn't
like
know that.
far
but I
right,
appreciate that, 'cause I
right
didn't-
end. You know, like kind of the more like
Misogynistic,
yeah,
masculine,
yeah, about to say like the
alpha
more,
male
like,
kind of.
like kind of the more like Nick Fuentes type deal.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Is that where that came from? Or
I was about to say, his thing is femoids because it gets people pissed off, but he will also refer to women as females, or even I'm about to say, don't even have to be like the far right or anything. It's just like, or it could be like incels.
You know
where
what's
they don't,
funny?
You know,
Incel. Can you explain that? Because I
Oh,
heard
yeah,
that
so
recently,
it
and
stands
I was
for,
like, oh, that's what that is?
Yeah,
Okay.
it stands for involuntarily celibate.
Mhm.
Really, it's just dudes that get in their own head. I easily could have been one in the sense where it's like, you know, I either wasn't getting laid or wasn't getting any attention from women, except, you know, I have a functioning brain. So I
Good, I'm
I didn't
glad.
therefore see women as, you know, the enemy where it's like, oh, it's all their fault. You know?
Oh,
Yeah,
So
so-
an incel pretty much.
Yeah, they call themselves involuntarily celibate because they say they try, but then they're gonna, you know.
So they
the
blame
chunk
the
of
women
them-
for all
They
their
blame the
pretty
women
much,
because they're like,
lack
I'm
of
doing everything
sex,
right,
pretty
even though
much.
he's not gonna go to the gym, he's not gonna try to improve himself.
Not gonna try to go to work and make money or
go to
whatever.
school, do any, you know, he's not doing anything to improve himself, and then he's
That's
just
great.
gonna blame.
Bruh.
That just
So they
sounds
mad
like
because they can't fool
Yeah,
us.
exactly. And involuntarily celibate. It's like I can't.
fool nothing else.
Like, I'm not saying like, they create their own problems. They
Yeah.
sit and fester
can't
with
fool.
it.
I ain't gonna
That's
lie, bro.
exactly
I
what
ain't
it
never
is.
heard of that shit in my life.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? No, that's the thing, bro.
This
That's the
is-
thing,
I
bro.
know,
That's
that's
the
on
thing.
I'm sitting here mad.
That's
Like,
new.
No, that's
Yeah.
a
you
bro.
mad
That's
'cause
a
you
thing.
can't, like,
That is a thing, bro.
Yeah, no, it's like when
I learned this about 3 years ago. Him and his wife was teaching me some stuff, and I was like,
Oh, that's
Whoa.
some new stuff.
yeah, like
that's some
about
weird-
the chin.
Yeah,
and
no, it's
how
like
the
it's how, like you might
like,
see,
oh, you're an
I'll
alpha
say,
male
you might
because
see
of your like
kids-
your
I would say
bone
some-
structure or something.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Bone
what?
structure?
Yeah,
Bro,
so
it's
some
these like
weird-
Gen Zs, bro. They're like different.
Yeah, I think
They're different,
incel
bro.
was more like
They're
late
different.
millennial, and then like
Hell
this thing
no.
they call it. Yeah, it's like
Our kids gonna be weird as a bitch, bro.
You know, I'm just trying to live.
yeah, it's different.
Honestly, I think it's just best for us to mind our business.
That's
bro.
what I. That's what I'm
That's
trying to
it.
live on
Do
the
you?
straight. Do it feel natural, bro?
Yeah,
That shit's
bro.
like wild.
It's too much. Like
Yeah,
they'll like judge a person. Oh, that's gonna be an alpha male because the chin looks a certain way or the jawline
Or like his eyebrows or, something.
Oh yeah, there you
like
go.
your eyes were like pointed a certain direction. You know, some people's
Yeah.
face. You know, sometimes their eyes, more level. Some people have kind of more up, like downward facing eyes. Other people's
angry
kinda,
eyes.
pointed
What
down.
happened when the person that you think is an alpha
It's not.
yeah, like, so I'm saying, like,
Hey, look at
when do you do that? And then you be like, oh man, I gotta go to the gym.
He's not doing his routine right. You know,
Yo, that's
what's his
funny.
routine?
I was like,
That
what
don't-
happened
that don't
when they're
make no-
wrong?
That don't make no sense. I'm trying to figure out like,
Bro, none of
you gotta
it
judge the
does,
character,
bro.
like, because his eyebrows go this way.
It's because enough people say, or it's because enough people were like, yeah, that makes sense. That validates me because I'm not doing something a certain
Well,
way, or I see myself.
This might shock y'all, but
Yeah,
I knew
like,
this
like
girl
something
that
else.
used to say like she used to look at like a guy's nose bridge, and like she would say, "Oh yeah, like he got a small or a big based on his nose." So there was
Bridge
like,
on the nose?
yeah, like the way the bridge of the nose is. Oh, he got a small.
Man, what's the?
I was like, oh,
the
for
number
real?
for the lottery? Tell me what the lottery going
Okay,
next
with Bridge and those, it's like, yeah, that's
Oh,
not
so you
right.
heard
That's right.
about
That's
you
right.
heard about that too? You've heard about that before? Okay, yeah, I've heard that.
I was
So
trying
you
to make
got
a
all
joke.
these
I'm
different-
like, yeah,
and that was
that's right. That's right.
Now this was like somebody I knew from overseas. And
Yeah.
that's something they did. So everybody got their thing. You know.
Oh,
what I
so
mean?
is it like it's like how what is it? Hands over here.
Yeah, like how
whatever the
hands,
fuck
the
it was?
size of your
Yeah.
feet or
Yeah.
whatever, like they judge that. Yeah, true.
Yeah, so that's different.
Well, when you put it like that, like the hands and the feet, you put it like that. It's like okay, now I'm
Everybody got
now
their
I'm
own
level.
thing.
Now I'm level.
Yeah, everybody
I'm
got
like,
their
damn,
thing.
nigga, Bridge on the nose.
How you can tell that?
Listen, when they said head, I didn't think they meant that one.
Man, shut up. He be having me rolling, bro.
I'm sometimes
Yeah.
quick with it. Keyword is sometimes.
Nah, for sure.
I see what you did there.
He's smooth with.
I told you, he be having me rolling, bro. He be having me rolling.
I caught that too.
All right, well, okay, to get back to what we were talking about before. So what are some, well, actually, Mel, you never answered. So what are some things you would change?
Oh man, change.
Yeah. Like mistakes that, you would change growing up. Because he had a wild childhood, boy.
I mean, it's kind of hard for me to say what I would change. I mean,
It's just one thing.
okay. What I would change, if I could change, I would have preferred to have stability. You feel me? If I could change just any form of stability, you get what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
like I'm somebody that I went to like 7 elementary schools, bro. You feel me? I went to like three or four different middle schools. I went to 4 different high schools. You know what I'm saying? So like, I never really had a chance to be stable or even grow with my friends. And then a lot of times I go back and my friends then might have got killed, might have lost this man. Like I'm seeing like they're like, man, he was running through here with no clothes on. He done went crazy. Somebody gave him some bad weed. So
Damn.
and these like my childhood friends that you love them like these. And when I talk to my dog and I'm looking at his face, he's not even there no more. So it's like that's what I would ask for stability. Like I would have rather just, what I'm saying, been able to have the same type of, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we went to elementary, middle, high, and all that, and just, you know what I'm saying? So if I could, I would ask for stability. You know what I'm saying? But I had, like I said, shout out to my mama, she's superwoman, but I had a young mother. And,
Bro,
you know what
bro,
I'm saying?
bro, hold up. Your mama not superwoman, bro. She's something else, but like
That's my lady.
she's probably one of the best mothers I've ever met in my whole life, bro. Like she's awesome. And yeah, I am talking to you. I'm not trying to glaze you or nothing, but nah, she's done incredible things, bro. Like
Shout out my mama.
I'll put it to you like this: like some of the things he went through. I mean, I could say about my parents, my dad, mom, everybody. They would have been like, nah, he on his own, 100%. Because we grew up in a very black and white kind of like culture where if you ain't doing right, you're doing wrong, and you on your own if
And
you're
they'll
doing
leave
wrong.
you
That's
there.
it. You know what I'm saying? And like for instance, like my dad, like I moved out at 18. I ain't had no. I mean, did I have a choice? Okay, so I was challenging the status quo, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, 2 lions can't reign in one. You know what I'm saying? One pride, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So, and I found myself in line when I got as tall as my dad. I was like, I'm not about to like, you know what I mean? Oh, you want me to vacuum the house? I'll do it when I'm ready. And he won't having that. And I learned that he was like, I learned that he knew how to fight. Because I knew he knew how to fight. I knew Dad knew how to fight because he did some things, but like I didn't know he knew how to fight that good. And I challenged him one day it wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying? He said something I didn't like, and I was like, put my hands up, and next thing you know, my hands was down and I was on the floor, and I still don't know to this day
what
how it
happened.
happened, bro. It was just so
You
quick.
blinked, you're like,
and he was like this in my face. So like, you know what I'm saying? But now I feel you know.
We talk about who we want to be. His dad used instant transmission on him. That's what happened.
Facts.
Gonna come to that. It's like he challenged. Like that's pretty much he had to do that.
Yeah.
Facts. But your mom, bro, like she was awesome. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, my mama was great, bro. But the only thing, you know, like I say about that, like a woman can't raise a man, and that's the only thing where like, cause you was like pretty much like, you know, a lot of people, your dad or somebody would have cut me off. You know what I'm saying? Through the shit I did or what I went through, but like I probably wouldn't have did that if I had a father. You know what I'm saying?
true. You know, that's a good point.
You know,
like,
I get what you're
probably
saying.
Yeah, like
That's a
I probably
good
wouldn't
point.
have did that shit because it's like all I want to do is play basketball. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It gets to the point like,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, bro. It's like that shit.
It's funny you said that because I guess it's like if maybe they'll look at it like you failed them. Like your father, maybe
Yeah.
look at it like, oh, you failed me because
Because like I provided you.
I
with
did everything and you're
Yeah.
going this way, so you failed. You know, it's almost like his legacy is not what he wants it to be, I guess.
Right, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's interesting.
You
never
want to
thought
know
about it like
something
that.
too though? Like it's like this is a fact, bro. Like once you get about 13, 14, it's not much your mother can tell or any woman can tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you can
Facts.
take it, like you gonna always feel like, man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Facts.
She could be telling you some shit that's right, but to you it's like if it would have came from a father or either a father figure, don't have to per se be your father, but if it would have came from a father figure, you would have received it differently.
True.
You get what I'm saying? But like when it comes from a woman, it's like because that's not the roles, bro. Like I ain't trying to say no gender roles, nothing, but you're supposed to like a man is supposed to be led by a man. You get what I'm saying? So
But you know, a lot of women don't understand that, bro.
They
In
don't.
our
they
culture.
don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's
But
why I try
they
to
don't
tell
understand.
women.
I don't think they have a choice.
True, I agree with that.
I don't think they got much of a
Wait,
choice.
all of them are just like the majority?
No, the majority.
Okay.
I'm like his mother, my mother. I don't think they had a choice.
Okay.
I think they had to.
because of the type of men that they had.
Yeah. Well,
I understand what you're saying. Well, we talked about that because you said nowadays you see more men being more involved
I think
in
I
children's
think they're doing
lives.
better, way better
No,
than they were
than it
before,
was
for
in
sure.
our era. Like you see a lot of like active father, like everybody in this table active father. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you probably won't see it. It probably was one dude here that really with his kid or spend time with his kid or get his kid. And
Yeah.
the rest of them like, man, I see him when I see him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
facts.
and I pride myself on that because like I know like I be like, damn, like it be times I ain't gonna lie, I be wanna go back to my old ways. I want to check out. Like, I go back and thug, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And it's like, now look at my son. I look at my daughter. I be like, damn, I don't want to just, you feel me? Like, cause I know when me not being here can do, he can turn out to be me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I know
Right.
where I went, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done went through everything, and it's like I don't want to do that. As long as I got breath in my body, I want to be the, you know what I'm saying? Person
Facts,
that can
facts,
stop them
facts.
from doing that.
Trying
shit.
to break that.
Or them from doing that shit. Yeah.
Let me just say something real quick, not to get sentimental, bruh. You know, since we was kids,
Yeah.
I realized we more alike than I ever would thought. Like ever would think. Me and you really alike.
You know,
on some shit.
this is perfect. Give them a quick synopsis of what you guys were like what y'all relationship was growing up. Give them a quick little rundown of what y'all went through as
You-
kids. No, go ahead, tell them. Open it up, baby. Open it up.
And I'm sitting here saying that I had lady troubles. Come on.
Yeah, fact.
No, because I'm like, who the fuck want to tell it? Like,
Yeah, true. But tell it. This is
Okay,
some real shit. And don't forget what you was about to say.
Pretty
Don't forget what you was about
pretty
to say.
much we started off not friendly. We got into it. We actually got into a physical altercation.
I think we started off cool.
We did start off cool.
Hey yo, you know what's crazy? Malcolm told me. Shout out to Malcolm. He told me to tell the story. Tell your part, and I'm gonna tell mine.
So Malcolm, Malcolm, you gotta come on
Shout out
too,
to
bro.
Malcolm.
Yo, hold up.
Part two.
Before y'all
I'ma tell
go
you.
on,
Part two.
Malcolm had the quickest, craziest hands I had ever seen in my life. Like that dude was okay. That's it.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
all
y'all
I'll
he
say.
put a complete
Okay.
180.
I'm gonna tell you from my
I
point.
know his dad. I know his dad.
From my point of
he
view,
told
this
me.
is what happened, bro. I get into it with somebody, and I guess he thought I was sweet, bro. Like I told you, I moved a lot. Most of the times I chill, I don't do a lot of talking. I talk way more than I did back then.
Yeah.
So I was chilling, bro, and he bumped me, bro, in school, and was like,
Jamestown.
"Nah, this Lafayette."
Lafayette.
He
Okay.
bumped me and was like, "Man."
Damn, y'all want some?
He just bumped me out the blue and said something
You
crazy.
got a little heavy
And-
hand on that one.
I was like, I told him pretty much like, I'm gonna beat your ass straight like that. Like that's what I tell him. Like, cause he bumped me. Like I said,
On
damn, bro.
purpose.
He went out the
Like
way
he
to bump me.
bumped-
Like
okay.
he bumped me, bro. I'm talking about like not like he boom hit me and then like I told him like, damn, bro. Like if he would have been like, excuse me, he was like, man, yeah, you know what it is. Get out of my way. So I'm
Whoa.
gonna beat your ass. I just started working. My check was $75. I was mad as hell anyway. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you was at work.
No, we at Lafayette.
Oh,
but
at
I'm
school.
saying, like, when I get home and see my check, this just make me even more mad. So like, when I see my check on the $75, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop his ass. He live across the street.
Taking out his problems on it. Okay, I
That's
like
exactly
it.
what I
like
did.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Vegeta.
I go and fight. I go and fight him. You know what I'm saying? I fight him 1-on-1. He tell people I jump him, and this
Thank
was
you.
a scenario. And this was
Thank
a whole
you.
scenario come, but I didn't.
Thank you.
I didn't jump him. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
literally just went over there with one other person, and he didn't do nothing. He just stood there. You know what I'm saying? And I went up to him, I fought him, I beat him up. He ran from me, and then that's the scenario.
I mean,
saying?
the dude you
Everything
talking
needs a
about was a
witness.
very small guy.
I was
remember
small
that.
though. I was just tall.
Well, no, I'm not taking
I
nothing
was-
away
I was
from you.
small, too.
I'm not taking nothing away from you, but you was always towering. What I'm saying is, I don't understand. He shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have done that. That's why. That's all I'm saying.
What happens with a lot of people, bro? And I realize this: people are judge. People are You gotta. Sometimes you can't judge a book, bro. Like you gotta know what you dealing with. You gotta know
True.
what water you jumping in, bro. Like so, sometimes somebody will come out there. You probably thinking he probably don't know nothing about me. He just assuming that. Or I'm somebody that don't talk a lot or whatever the scenario. He probably I don't know what he
Yeah,
was thinking, but
yeah.
I ain't that, bro. Like this what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like win, lose, and draw. Like this what I do.
Yeah,
So, no.
yeah.
Long story short, I beat him up. He tell, I guess Shawan and him. I guess that them was guys at the time.
Yeah.
You feel me? That we
he-
jump him. You know what I'm
He
saying?
jumped. Okay, we gonna
You know what
take
I'm
care of
saying?
it.
So my whole thing is, I'm like, damn, if I jumped you, bro, like, come on, you say I jumped, I didn't jump you, but like,
Yeah.
I give you your one again. You feel me? If that's how you,
Right.
he never want to fight me. Like, I seen him 4-5 years after that, he still ain't want to fight back. But so that scenario start. We get into an altercation with them. Really, Malcolm being the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm aggressive. Malcolm like
I remember
he on
Malcolm,
my top.
bro.
We live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So he on my top and like, and it was like, I'm in class with Shawan, so I'm like shit. I'm gonna just go ahead and get your people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not like I ain't on no pick and choose shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get Malcolm. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like literally like we in the same class, so like I'm gonna just get this shit out the way because I'm looking at it like it started from one person. It's a domino effect. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
we might as well just
Rightfully so.
we might as well
Yeah.
just go ahead and you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna just keep going. However it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
we get to fighting in class. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Still to
crazy.
this day, that's one of the hardest hits. I get him his props. He hit me. That was a good hit. You know what I'm saying? I give him a hit. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm
They talking like they bought like MMA or
look,
UFC
no cap,
fighters,
bro.
bro.
Nah,
That's crazy.
what's crazy was the teacher really let us go.
Oh wow.
Scrap, yeah. Hey.
Was I there for that? I wasn't in school.
Nah, our teacher was kind of like,
I
he wasn't
heard
really a
about it.
teacher. He was more like a student.
Oh,
but he
okay.
really let us go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he let us fight,
He's
bro.
like, you gotta let
Yeah.
the kids get the energy.
But then look, the crazy part is though, the last
crazy.
hit, the teacher grabbed me. I know, no cap, man. He got a crazy hit on me, bro. Like that's the one that really fucked me up.
yeah.
And like he was letting us fight, but I guess you can only let you fight for so long. And it's like when he grabbed me, bro, like my face was like this. I'm like this. I'm like, oh shit! I see him. He cocked back to Africa, bro. Like that motherfucker go back.
He saw his chain.
Man, what? Nah, we was fighting though.
No,
like,
we was going.
but
we was
it's like
going.
in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? So like
So he had went and grabbed him.
Yeah.
before, like he trying to break
Yeah,
it up.
he
He
trying to
trying
break it
before,
up.
boy. But like, I mean, I would have did the same shit. It's an open shot. We fighting. At this point, man, boy.
That's why I say we more alike than
I seen
motherfuckers will ever
that
know,
shit,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, when it's coming on, oh, this shit about to hurt. You feel me?
That shit about to hurt.
Oh, that shit split me and everything. So I'm like, yeah, you know. Long story short, we get through all that. You know what I'm saying? We get through a couple other altercations. I fight a couple other people, whatever. go through that.
I think that was the last time. Then we go through. I go through my phase. He go through his phase.
Okay.
Then we end up. I end up moving. Then we end up playing basketball together.
Oh, for real.
But hey, some shit happened in between that I don't think you know about it, but
I know about it. You talking about? I ain't gonna say no names, but I know her.
No. It's your blood. I met.
Oh, you met my brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, time for him. Time for him to tell the story. Time for him. Go ahead.
So, bruh, all he said facts. All that shit is facts. But I didn't know. It's like, so once you hear about one of your homeboys getting jumped, it's like, because I fucked with Jamel. I fucked with you. I fucked with everybody in the neighborhood. Yeah. I'm not even from the neighborhood. My cousin out there. For sure. But I'm out there all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like this. We really like brothers. Me and Malcolm. Yeah. I'm out there all the time, but I fuck with everybody in the neighborhood. It's like, we left the Meadows. Now we here. Now we getting cool with everybody else. So then when we hear that shit, I'm hearing it from Malcolm like, yo, it's go time. I'm like, okay, cool. No questions asked. Yeah. But it's like, now when I hear it, I'm like, bro, that's really a cool motherfucker. Yeah. These niggas are really cool. Yeah. And for me not to even fuck with the same nigga now, it's like, bro, I should smack the shit out of you. One for lying. Yeah.
He admitted it that he was lying?
Nah, we found out.
Oh, y'all found out.
We found out about it. Okay. Me and Malcolm just put 2 and 2 together. We was like, why would this nigga need to jump in?
Damn, bro, like
we just put 2 and 2 together. We were just like, why would he need to jump in?
Yeah, he could fight. Like, why would he need to jump in?
That shit don't make no sense.
True.
Something don't smell right.
It didn't.
Yeah. Nah, that's real.
So I didn't finish that school year out. So after all that happened, I had ended up going to. So crazy enough, after that, I got suspended again.
For real?
Yeah. So I got suspended again, and that was it for me. It was a wrap.
Yeah.
It was a wrap. So I had to end up going to the juvenile detention center.
Oh, really?
Because there's some shit that happened in school upstairs in the cafeteria.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I ain't never finished school. So I went to the detention center. That's where I met your brother. I'm like, bro, you look like this nigga. You like this nigga I know, bro. Yeah. Bro, when I tell you we was the coolest 2 niggas in there, bro.
Oh, y'all was tight.
Bro, what?
Oh, that's
he told me that,
I
bro.
thought it was going to be something else. I thought it was
what? No, hell no, bro. Because like...
which one?
We was in.
You know he met Takar, brother. He met Takar.
Oh, you met Takar.
So
okay.
When we was well, when that whole shit that happened, honest to God, I never wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
That's why I relate so much. I never wanted that to happen. But he did what he was supposed to do. I would have did the same shit.
Yeah, facts. I mean,
what you could tell, like that day. I don't know if you could tell, but I was really not trying to. I was like not trying to enforce it, but if you did,
nah, you won't though.
I respect.
You really won't though. I honestly admit that you won't. You was like, bro, take that shit up with Malcolm. He definitely. I was pushing that shit. He really was.
You were.
I really was.
Yeah. He really was. He really won't pushing that.
Well, I mean, everybody knows.
But it's like if you think about it,
that's why I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
word. That's what I'm like.
I can say that.
You did what you with like if we was. Put it simple, like if we all playing the same game, bro, you gotta expect certain moves from certain pieces.
True.
So that's what I expected. Yeah. I always respected that. Like, you did what you supposed to do. I understand it. I get it. It's still no hate towards it because I always thought you was a cool nigga from day one. Since I got out there and I met everybody, I always thought you was a cool nigga. Then I met your brother and we was tight. We was tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I fucked with him more than anybody in there, just off the simple fact that he knew you, I knew you. But I never told him what happened. So I'm just like, yo, shit, nigga, we cool. I need somebody with me in this bitch. Yeah. You feel me? I'm just like, shit, we cool. Fuck it.
Jail do that though. It make you be cool with a motherfucker.
Fuck that.
Well, so you know what's funny about this? Is how they're talking about it, downplaying it. This was a beef that was like neighborhood wide. They downplaying it.
It had more stuff to go with it, but we just talking about
knife out here. Shit got crazy.
What's funny?
It was really a war, but we just talking about a battle.
Exactly.
We just talking about battle. It was really a war.
Facts. Like to paint the picture, like I was never really that type of person. Like, I wasn't, because I couldn't. My dad would kill me, obviously. You know what I'm saying? My dad won't play in none of that stuff. So I had to, be on my best behavior. You know what I mean? But I remember one time, and I know Mel remember this, because of this same situation. I'm not going to say no names. And I don't think you knew about this. But does he know about what I'm about to say? Okay. Somebody went and told Mel and his crew, his clique, that, yo, man, Pete is cool with like Shawan and Malcolm and all these dudes, because I was cool with everybody. I never really wanted that life.
That facts.
And I think he telling on us, bro. Like he telling where we gonna be at. Like he telling on like this, that, and the third. And that was the like. And so one day he called me. He was like, "Yo, Pete," and me and this dude, like I told y'all before, we tight. Like he used to, his windows right here, mine's right here. Like we used to knock on each other's windows and we're seeing each other talking. You know, he's the first dude I met when I came to the States. So he called me. He was like, "Yo, Pete, man, I forget what you said. Like, yo, come over here."
Come out there. I said something.
Yeah, something great. So I go over to there's this neighborhood in front of ours called Shell Square. I think Shell Square. I don't know if it's the same name now, but back then we lived in a neighborhood called Woodshire, and I'll say it because it don't matter.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone now. So I go over there and him and 3 other dudes.
I think it was about 3-4 of us, something like that.
Kind of surrounded me, right? And there was this dude that was there, short dude. I ain't gonna say who he is. If he watches, he'll know who he is. And he was talking, and I could tell that there was an energy, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" And Mel was like, "Bro, I can't do this, bro." And he walked off. And somebody, I don't remember who said it. It's kind of blurry. Somebody said, "Well, I heard that, you telling Shawan and Malcolm information, giving them information on us because you cool with them and the neighborhoods are beefing." And I was like, "Oh, who said that?" And they told me. And I don't remember if I did it there or I did it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I remember, so back home, we slap niggas. Like, that's what we do.
Right?
That's what we do. And he definitely got one, a good one. You know what I'm saying? For putting my name in it, because the truth is, even though like I was always cool with everybody, but I seen the life. And I know we talked about it on this podcast before. I seen the life. I grew up with the life. My cousins, my family, they're all they were in the life. But that doesn't mean I want to be in the life.
No,
right.
Sure.
My dad brought me here to get away from that. So I didn't appreciate him saying like, I'm telling all my friends, you know what I'm saying, to my other friends. Like,
Right.
I literally stayed out of it. Like, look, y'all beef, y'all do y'all thing, because it was a beef. It wasn't just a one-time fight. It was a beef, bro. It was crazy.
Series of joints.
It was-
bro.
yeah, it
It was
was-
a series of
It
joints.
was. But you know what, though? Look at these two right here. Sitting down, right next to each other,
But it was-
talking.
but no, but
like
that
ain't nothing
joint
happened.
started. That joint started.
Put me right here.
It's crazy.
Senior year.
That's
when
my
we,
boy,
when
man.
we got the senior
Facts.
year, and we ended up on the same team and shit.
Yeah.
He came back. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he back.
Yeah, facts.
And then he was trying out. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool. But it was still kind of like I didn't really know how to interact
Approach-
with him.
yeah, I feel
I
Right.
ain't
Test
know
the
either.
water.
Like
I didn't
that.
really
Yeah,
know.
I didn't know like how the fuck this shit gonna go.
So,
I
bro,
say, yo, young man, you don't know
let me
anything?
tell you.
Yeah.
So we go in the Christmas tournament. You remember the Christmas tournament? And we had a room together.
Oh,
I said,
snap.
no fucking way.
How we about to handle this?
I said, nah, no
I ain't know how to play
way.
it, bro. Like I ain't gonna.
I'm like,
Someone was behind the scenes.
I'm like,
Yeah, they were like, yo, we about to
They was like, yeah, we about to put
right
these
here.
shit together. But it was like, damn,
Team
why,
building.
Yeah, there you go.
why is me and him
I didn't
together?
hear about it. Bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
no
yo,
bullshit.
wow.
Wait, y'all the only two?
No, but you
oh,
have to
okay,
team up
yeah,
with
yeah,
some.
yeah,
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 you got to be with your
share
teammate.
rooms,
But we
Well,
already
buddies.
teammates,
Right,
right?
yeah,
So we
yeah, yeah.
teammates. We start together.
That's
So it's like,
yeah, that's
but
crazy.
to put the icing on the cake, he was there with me and scoring.
Okay.
So if I score 16, he's scoring 16.
Oh, damn.
If I score 20, he's
So
scoring
y'all,
20.
y'all were the
We were the top
stars.
two.
Best two
Okay,
players, yeah.
okay,
We was the
okay,
best
okay.
two.
Damn.
It was top two. So why
Yeah.
not put the top two together?
Facts.
But you don't know
You ain't
that.
thinking that at the time.
Yeah.
You just thinking like,
History.
damn, you
Damn,
Yeah,
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 taking
yeah,
it back.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
damn, nigga. But it's like
like
our
he gonna
coach.
sneak me while I'm sleeping.
Our coach was like, top two. I'm like, damn, y'all. Like niggas sleeping like this. I'm like,
Eyes wide open.
nah,
sleeping.
bro. But I still, I'm like, shit. But that joint was like, nah, I just really want to be cool, bro. Like he really go pound for pound with me
Yeah,
every
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he really a cool nigga. I just ain't know how to go about it as a 17-year-old kid.
But I feel like it was age. Like
Yeah.
now, I feel like we would.
Bro,
just been able to
obviously
talk
was
about
age,
that.
bro.
Yeah, now now for
Obviously
sure.
was age,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm
You know what I'm
like,
saying? Y'all
17
kids.
don't know how to talk about
Yeah,
shit. Like
yeah,
I ain't know, but that's why I said we so much alike.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Like
true,
we
true,
really
true,
like this, like on an equal level. It's
Yeah.
like we really ain't know how to go about it at 17.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
I'm like,
Two
damn.
lines, bro.
Yeah,
Roaring,
yeah.
just
Like
trying to
we just
you know
trying to
what I'm saying?
hoop,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? Like we just trying to do. Oh you had that one joint. She was tough. I was
We didn't put her name on.
yeah, well, hell no. I said, oh, this nigga here, bro. This nigga came back. This nigga getting triple dubs.
Damn, competition.
Oh, this nigga nice.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
So would y'all change that?
What you mean?
Like, well,
Nah, I feel
remember
like
one
that
of the
shit,
questions
bro,
I
I
asked
feel like it,
earlier?
Nah, I feel like
you change the
like
balance?
I'm really a person that believe, bro. Like, and I've been through some shit, bro. Like, prison. I done been shot. I done been through some shit, and there's nothing I would change, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything I went through made me who I am.
Just think about the time when I first seen you when you got out. Think about that time.
Yeah,
when we
for
first
sure.
seen each other.
It was all love.
It was all love.
It was all
It was
love.
all
Like,
love.
bro, you good? You ain't
Where was that at?
Love House, I believe.
Oh yeah, so I was there
Lava?
with you.
Was it Lava?
It was the
No,
three
no,
of
no.
us.
It was at somebody had a game. Was it your brother? Your youngest brother?
Oh, Jamal.
At the,
I probably did. Yep, that is.
yeah,
That is
was the first.
That's the first time
Yeah, I
I
seen you.
Hey,
with Jamal.
by the way, Jamal said he want to come on. Hey man, whenever you're ready, let your big brother
There you
know.
go.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I
That
seen
is-
you.
that is
Shout you out
actually
to
right.
Yeah, I think because I was doing helping with the tournament. I think that was the first time I seen you since you got out. I was like, and it was all love. It was like, damn, nigga, I ain't seen my nigga.
I mean,
in a
it had
minute.
been like what, 10 years? Well, it
Bro, I
been,
still got the yearbook.
Like
nine something
something
years.
I still
What
got the
about
yearbook,
boxing?
bro.
Yeah.
He wrote the little joint in there for
Crazy.
me and shit.
Yeah.
I still got it to this day.
I mean, you got to think, bro. We like, you know what I'm saying, in our 30s, bro. This was when, like, what, 17 years old?
Yeah. I still got the yearbook. He wrote the joint in there for me. I still got it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, like where we came from, like to where we got to, because it was like it's never was no smoke. Like after that,
It
like,
was
we
never-
straight cool. And I feel like we would have, if that shit would have never happened, we probably would have been best friends.
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
I ain't gonna say
yeah,
best
yeah,
friends,
yeah.
but we would have been.
So you see
Yeah,
how
we
one
was
person
cool.
lied,
One
one person
lie.
saying something.
But-
like, you know, if you think about it, what if the dude that had told you that, yo, I think Peter doing this,
Yeah,
think about our friendship.
Right.
What would have
I got a
happened?
man though, so like when I did it,
No,
like,
I'm saying, what if you didn't listen? Like,
no, listen,
you see
what I'm saying, because my intentions was I had ill intent. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I looked at you, I'm like, I don't think bro doing that shit. And I feel like a whack ass nigga if I did this.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
Like that's the difference between me. Like
Right.
I'm the type person, bro, like it can be like I can know you don't like this person. And I be like, he probably had an upper hand, but I try my best to like not let that shit go.
Right.
But like once it go, I'm just gonna be like, I gotta pick a side or whatever. Like I'm gonna go all the way. But if
Yeah.
I can avoid it and I fuck with both of y'all, I'm gonna try my best to like make sure this shit don't happen. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So it's like,
but it's good that you did, because think about what that would have done to the family, bro.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I lived with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
When me and my pops won't get along, like I stayed with them. Like,
Right.
you know, like his mom, Keisha, I love her to death. Like, I feel like if Keisha found out that had happened, she would have been so
she would
disappointed.
have been just
bro.
pointed at me. But
she'd
it's
have
like
been
that's why I say it's like that situation came to me, bro, because it's like I would have had to live with myself for doing that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like,
So
what
that's
the
why I didn't
hell?
do it.
Like,
You
we
get what I'm
jumped,
saying? Like I
people,
would have
like,
had to been
what?
like
Yeah.
I would have had to do that shit. And I'm like, nah, bro, ain't really. Bro, ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
I'm just,
not
I'm
at
I'm in my
all,
emotions.
fact.
I'm in my feelings
Yeah,
right now. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that don't act
True,
like that would have
true,
acted
true,
off
true.
because they had the power at the time. They had
Now, I will tell
they
you
had the
this.
ups at the time.
I'll tell you this, bro. You were the only person that I respected out of that whole situation.
Yeah.
Ever since that happened, I held everybody else like secondary. Like
Sure.
I was like, you know, because in my head, if you would have started, everybody else would have like continued it. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at everybody else like, you ain't shit, you ain't shit.
And
you
I
ain't
kind of
shit.
controlled the whole. That's why I say I
I mean,
controlled
to
the
this
whole
day.
narrative anyway.
To this
So
day.
you know what I mean? I controlled the whole narrative anyway. So
Yeah.
that's why I say like I was able to be like, nah, bro, we ain't even gonna
Yeah.
do that shit. Like we ain't gonna.
Yeah, because you like it's like you legit just bringing somebody else that's just there.
They ain't had
in
nothing
it.
to do
That
with it.
had
I
nothing
would've
to
felt
do
like
with
I
it,
would've
just
felt
for
like a
no
sucker.
reason.
Like I would have felt like a sucker.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's why I kept talking to you.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, Pete was like, he don't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing.
And I never wanted to, like I said, I never wanted to do anything
Yeah,
for real.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but you know, you got, when you get the call, you get the call. But it was
Yeah.
like, but some people just don't be with the shit.
No.
And that was always him.
Yeah.
And there was a couple other people that was like that too. I ain't gonna put no names in it, but there was a couple other people that was like that too. And I never wanted to lose a friendship with them niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I never wanted to lose a friendship with you anyway.
Yeah.
But like anybody else out
Yeah,
there, it was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
bro.
True,
It was like,
true.
it really ain't work. Like, I get niggas don't like each other for whatever reason. I get that. And you gotta do what you gotta do if you're playing a game like that. But like deep down, it's like, bro, they just kids like us, nigga. For real, we all just the same.
exactly.
nah, for sure.
Exactly.
And we all just playing by the same thing.
Exactly, bro.
Like,
Exactly.
and then you look at our backgrounds, it's all the same. We're really
Yeah.
the same fucking kids.
Yeah.
Nah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, we're just a product of our environment.
Yeah, we
That's
just
really all
it just so happened that, so think about it like this. If we had all grew up there together at the same time, it never would have
Would
been.
never happened because we
right?
knew everybody.
Everybody mama.
It was just that
everybody
we had just came in sophomore year when everybody else.
Yeah, true.
You feel me?
Because the school zones are
Yeah, the
changed.
school zones.
It was
Yeah,
crazy because
right.
I literally left like right after all that shit. I literally moved to Hampton maybe like.
Yeah, you were gone for a while,
Yeah,
I
bro.
left right after that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably
not
like a year and a
right
half,
after
yeah,
that
two
because
Something
years.
like that.
I forgot the dude that wanted me to come play basketball for. He like, bro, I know you can hoop, bro. Come try out for Lafayette. I'm like, man. Like, bro, I don't even want a ball, bro. Like, I was just on some shit because like I'm fighting. I'm like, I won't focus on that shit. Like,
You know what's sad? What I'm happy about, bro, because I don't pay attention to what goes on in Williamsburg like that. To be honest with you, I really don't be here that much. I'm here, but I be traveling, bro. I love to go to car. You know me. You know. But like, but technically, I never really left either. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have much family. So like my dad, my brother and sister. That's it. So we all kind of stay a little bit close to each other. But it's interesting because like some of us never grew up, bro. Never got the chance. Like we actually, like he actually got to get out. And you could see the changes that he made after he got locked away. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I still, and I ain't gonna say no names, but I still know people that grew up that was kind of living that life that are still locked away now. That like are still looking to get out. And what are they gonna be like when they come out? Are they gonna be able to assimilate in real life? You know what I'm saying? Normal life, and because we talked about it up here, like. It's like you wake up from a dream almost, and 10 years is gone by, or 12 years is gone by, or however long you in there, you know what I'm saying? And you got to come back to, everybody else been living but me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to start, like, you finished school, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, shit, nigga, when I went away, I'm like, damn, bro. I was trying, so, like, after all that shit happened, and after I went to juvie that same year, I was like, nah, bro, I'm trying to be on the straight and narrow. Yeah. So I do that shit for like a year and a half. And then I get locked away at 18.
Damn.
Like, I ain't even 18 for 30 days. I probably been 18 for like 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I'm locked away. I'm like, damn, bro. This shit crazy. I was trying to avoid this joint. So then when I get out, it was only like 2 months.
Okay.
Law library. Go to the fucking law library.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. But anyway. So I get out like, because I was fighting 2 robberies and 2 firearms.
Wow. Wow.
But I beat that shit by going to the law library, and I was telling them niggas like, this is what I'll take and this is what I won't take.
Yeah.
Because you don't have this and you don't have that.
Yeah.
But you know this.
Yeah.
And that's not enough for you to give me that.
Got you.
You feel me?
Got you.
So I'm like, I'm not taking this.
So you took so y'all made a deal at the end, and
I told my lawyer, like, no, they don't have this, they don't have that.
Yeah.
We're going to court. Like, no, but I'm not taking this. But what I will take is this.
Okay.
Because this is what I did.
Got you.
So I end up getting out on that jump. But it still fucked me for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It still fucked me for a little bit. I should have fought that too, but 18. You feel me? I'm like, I'm just trying to go to the crib, get some McDonald's and shit. You feel me?
I need a few snacks right now.
Damn right.
I'm just trying to go to the crib.
Get my freedom back.
But like, nigga, like that shit, like I try to stay on that shit like the whole, like that shit won't easy, like going to college, getting the bachelor's, getting the master's, that shit won't easy.
Yeah.
And then like that shit take like maybe like 7 years to even, like, it'll say like you got locked up for a felony.
Yeah.
Like you apply for jobs, that shit'll still pop up.
Yeah.
Right. It don't say you get convicted, it just say
yeah,
whatever. That shit'll pop up. So I had to go through that shit for like 7-8 years.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Even after I got my bachelor's, I still had to go through that shit.
For sure.
And
they
I mean,
look at it more.
Now it don't come
them
on
jobs
that
gonna look at it more, bro.
Yeah.
For
now
sure.
it don't come on there, which is cool, but it was like, bro, that shit was a tough.
You had to go through that shit.
You had to go through that shit. You had to go through. So it was almost like being still locked up. You just outside.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
Which we talked about.
I can say that's lucky for me, but it ain't lucky because I did so much time that shit went off my shit.
Oh, it's pretty much. For real.
Like, all right. Because it's after 7 years. I did 9 years. You know what I'm saying? 9.5 years. So by the time I get out, I'm still on probation. So I had shout out Miss Rodriguez. I had a real great PO and she helped me get off probation in a year. So once I got off probation, it took me a year. Once I got off probation, they gave me everything back. Only right I don't have is my gun right. You know what I'm saying? So I got voting right.
Wow.
I got everything right. I ain't on probation. I paid off my fines. You know, people want some money, so I paid off my fines. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She told me though. She like, look, I'm gonna take you off probation. Pay all your fines.
Yeah.
Pay all your fines and don't get in trouble. So you know what I'm saying?
That's why I was so fucking happy to see you when you got out. It was like, damn, nigga, it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. I know you've been gone for a minute. And I know that shit. I know how that shit is.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, whether if you in there for 1 day or 9.5 years, bro, it's like, you know how it feel to put that suit on.
Facts.
And when you hear that loud door close and shit, it's like, nigga, it's just you in there.
Damn.
You feel me?
Damn.
It's really just you in there.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was so happy when I got to see you and shit. It was like, because I never really got to say that as a 17-year-old.
No, for sure.
You feel me?
I
So seeing it at
too.
28, 29, like, yeah, nigga, welcome home, motherfucker.
I appreciate that too. Welcome home, brother.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm happy to see it. And you know what? I'm glad we actually got to see this moment on this platform, bro, on the podcast. Hey, like, share, and subscribe, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? This is real. Like, these boys, I remember seeing it, man, all the situations. I'm so happy y'all got through it, man, for real. And y'all are both alive, which is the most important thing. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, bro, I had my dad to step in my neck, bro, if I did anything crazy.
Right.
Hey, you ever seen my dad?
Nah.
You have.
Yeah.
That was a big ass nigga, bro.
You know, I never stayed in the neighborhood. I just rode a bus.
True. So you never. Okay.
Pops intimidating, brother.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
bro. I won't about to.
You on the good side, nicest guy you'll ever meet.
True.
I'm about to say.
True.
On the
Except
nice
for
side,
when I was
yeah.
growing up. He's the nicest guy
we
now.
didn't see that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's what you need though. That's what makes the
Yeah.
difference. When you got
Facts.
somebody you know that can check you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's what can really switch your life in a direction. You know
True,
what I'm saying? Because
true.
it's like if you going this way, he can check you and you gonna feel it. Couldn't nobody check after I got a certain age, I beat my uncle up, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's certain shit like you just
Yeah.
I'm not
True.
respecting certain shit, bro. Like you gotta show me something. Like your daddy gonna show you, like he's showing you, like man, I'm working, I'm taking care of my family. So it's like you looking at it, like I admire this man.
You know what's
what I'm saying?
interesting, Mel? I actually do think that I wasn't the easiest kid to raise, but I wasn't the hardest. But I think a lot of it, because a lot of people actually thought that I was gonna end up a certain way that I didn't end up. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because I actually misplaced or not misplaced, but I actually focused that energy into something that, like, you know what I'm saying, that was positive. Like, I used to work out hella hard, bro. Like, I used to, you know, you remember the gym day? I used to work out like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Once, you know, I accomplished like a body that I was like, yo, really, really proud of. I was like, all right, I got to put this energy somewhere else. And I started building, you know what I mean? And, you know, some of y'all know what that building's turned into, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think maybe that's a lesson that my dad taught me, not purposely, but, you know what I'm saying? Just inadvertently, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, put that energy somewhere else, you know what I mean? So I will say having him, you know, did, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of, yeah. Because, bro, at one point I was 225 pounds, 8% body fat. Like, think about that. 8% body fat and all this damn energy, you know what I'm saying? And I won't really like doing nothing with it. Like, I would just go to the gym and work out. You know what I'm saying?
Dude would run 3 miles as a warm up.
3 miles is a warm up. He saw.
He was locked in.
I'm about to
yeah.
I was
say,
in there, bro.
I
That
was
was
about
me.
to say,
I used to
I
bring
worked
his
out with
ass
him one
there.
day. He's like, we doing a warm up for 3 miles. And I went, huh? That's the warm up. I thought he said that's the workout. And then he's like, now we're going to do the workout. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
facts. he's like, all right, bro, I'm
no,
gonna
I ain't
try.
gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie though.
You got
it definitely,
there.
I better say,
You
yeah,
got
no,
there.
it definitely put some reins on me where it's like I got to a point where I could definitely keep up with you for about 2 miles. I could never get that third one, but it's still with me. So, and granted, I've still put on a few pounds since then.
Well,
but
you know, it's funny you say that because, like, I feel like because I used to work out so hard, my body now is actually like lazy. Like my body itself, like I feel like it relied so much on the So like now, if I eat certain things, my numbers get all like crazy whacked out. Like I did a lab recently. They're like, you know, your stuff ain't terrible, but it could be better. I was like, what? Like I used to be everybody used to be like, damn, bro, like what you doing? Now they telling me like, yo, man, you got to be careful, bro. Stop eating red meat. I'm like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, because I don't have time to work out like I used to, bro. Because I'm doing other stuff. I'm putting my energy into other things. So, you know,
That's
but
what you wanted, though, right?
that is what I wanted.
Careful what you pray for.
That is what I wanted, bro. Once I graduated, once I stopped school, because, you know, I was a single dad for a long time, and I have, you know, full custody of my daughter, and doing, you know, raising her, going to school, working full time, it was very difficult.
Right.
And I still went to the gym on top of that.
Yep.
And once I graduated and I realized, okay, I'm done now. I don't, I might go back to school if I feel like it, if I want to make more money doing other things, if I have the interest. But I had all this time on my hands, bro. And I was like, I gotta put it into something. And that's when I started building. You know what I mean? And, and it's just been, every time I'm like, all right, I'm done, somebody call me like, yo, man, can you do this for me? I'm like, damn, okay. I can't escape
like, I'm going to take a break.
It's like, damn, okay, I'll help you out with that. Yeah, but
gotta be careful with that though. Don't get burnt out on it.
Yeah, bruh. So my lady,
people,
you're right. What my lady did, she was like, all right, Peter, since you can't work out as much as you used to, and I know sometimes you be hate yourself because of it, because when you work out and you don't, you can get into depression very easily.
Yeah, because you're used to something and then
exactly. Yep. For one, you're used to your body looking a certain way, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: the most critical people of themselves are people who hit the gym hard. 100%.
Oh yeah, body dysmorphia, a big thing in the fitness
facts, because you think
you versus you shit.
Yes. You think, oh man, I got on too much weight. Yeah. Everybody looking at you like, man, I wish I looked half as good as you. Facts. like, damn, bro, like, I feel a little soft.
Like, what? Just start looking at yourself, getting all insecure and shit. Like, yeah, you don't like yourself, nigga. What the fuck I should think about
wish
me?
I had, like, exactly. And it's funny how that happens, and then but you kind of outgrow it a little bit, but it's the human mind, bro. You can't escape.
In your head always, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but so my girl, she ended up buying a treadmill and put it in the house. She was like, "Now you ain't got no excuse to do that too. I can't do 3 miles yet. Like just to, what I'm saying. I ain't like I used to be, bro.
I couldn't do it. Period. I don't want it.
I'll get back to it. But I'm not there anymore.
As long as you're off the couch, that's all that matters.
Off the game, right?
Yeah, that too.
Facts. But yeah, so all right, well, it's a good time to segue. So what are some fun things y'all did? What are some things y'all did in Winsburg that, I'm talking about like the honeys, you know what I'm saying? Like, like basketball. Like y'all love playing ball.
Yeah, no, that was
clearly
like
fun.
The best shit.
Basketball, the only time, bro, like, to keep it a band with you, like, I felt free forever with anything, bro. Like, I went to, even when I was in prison, bro, you won't believe how serious I took basketball, bro. Like, I'm in that joke about the fight and everything, man.
That's crazy.
Shit. And I'm at a maximum security prison, bro. Like, I'm with a motherfucking DC sniper. So, I took it serious, bro. I got me a team.
Wait, the DC like sniper? You were in the same?
Nah, I wasn't in the. Well, he was in long-term segregation. So what that is, they only come out like an hour a day. They don't have no cellies or nothing like that. Where I'm at, like, we come out 2 hours a day on a bad day, 4 hours on a good day, 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Or you might not come out. Period. You feel me? So it's just like it just depends how they wake up, how they feel that day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like we still had basketball and stuff like that, and like man, I formulated me a team, bro. The team I formulated, we won like 20 games straight, bro. Like, and I'm talking about we used to have people so mad we had other people fighting and everything because like it'll be like 5 players playing, and they'll probably have like I'll be the best player maybe out of everybody, but like I knew how to make I knew how a team supposed to play, so they trying to like they might have a dude that can dunk and do everything, but like. He want to do everything. He taking bad shots. They didn't have no chemistry. So they couldn't understand why they was losing us. Cause I get a dude like, all he want to do is run. Yeah. He going to grab the rebounds. He going to play defense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to score. We going to do it like this. And we was running them out the gym and they'd be fighting and everything. Man, what is you doing? Blah, blah, blah. We get back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about niggas to just get crazy.
So basketball was your life. I see that.
Yeah. I mean, and they're like, bro, like, I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know if I would have made it through that shit without basketball, bro. To keep it a band with you, like, and you know, like, because I literally couldn't do nothing, bro. Like, they literally... I don't want to get too into that prison shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I would have made it through without basketball.
Damn.
Shit, that's all I did.
Okay.
Oop. Even after everything. Well, shit, till this day, nigga. I had a game yesterday.
Still
okay.
I just hoop, nigga. Like, that's... I tell niggas all the time, bro. Like that's the best thing I ever did in the world,
like
bro.
therapy, right?
Bro. Yeah. Hoop, bro. All I did was hoop. Shit. AAU... college, went out to West Virginia and hoop. That's all I did. Like I didn't really spend too much time after all that shit happened. And everybody got turned into adults or whatever, 18, 19. I ain't spent too much time in Williamsburg no more. Like this like since I was a kid, me now is the most time I've ever spent in Williamsburg.
Okay.
But I just been out hooping.
Yeah.
Like I went to Maryland, New York, West Virginia, everywhere, just hooping, bro. Just hooping.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's the only reason why I went to school. To fucking hoop. I ain't give a fuck about that education. I ain't care about the education. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm like, nigga, I can put a jersey on my back and just hoop. I wake up, go to class. I went to a sweet school, 1 class a day.
Yeah.
I go to that joint. Sometimes I did the online class, so I sleep till like 12, go to practice, and just hoop. That's all. That was like the best school I ever went to, just to hoop.
Nah, that's dope.
That's all we did was hoop. That shit. But the bad, the bad shit about it was that shit reminded me so much of jail, bro.
Oh, for real,
bro. We had.
I mean, he's saying it right now.
We had the metal doors.
Damn.
So when they close, boom.
Okay.
That's crazy.
We had the tile walls and the cement floor.
Yeah.
So
that sound like jail.
you can hear that joint. Like it's not like it won't comfortable.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it was just
like a little bit of PTSD,
it was like the
if you will.
but like nobody.
Not
But when I went, I was a little
yeah.
older, and a lot of the guys that came in was younger, so they don't know the joints. So then I go to the cafeteria, they all ugly. Right? The food nasty.
Oh man.
And what got me was what got me was they was so ugly. They started to look good after time.
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that?
They was so ugly that like after like you start picking out stuff like she got some nice elbows, man.
I don't know.
Like, man, she got some.
It's like the food.
Nice,
It's like, man, you know what? That chicken patty ain't bad.
you know, she got some nice ankles. Like trying to find something good out of that. Like, but like.
That's crazy.
But
You know, maybe that's a part of the torture.
bro,
like,
we had the guys' dorm and we had the girls' dorm. So you separate it.
Yeah.
And like it's just you got the shower and like all that shit just I was like, bro, ain't no fucking way. I'm back in this but free. But it was but like not to take none away, like off campus, at the time of my life, bro, I got to go explore shit and hoop.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. Like if I ain't had hooping, bro, bum ass nigga.
It's funny because like
I'd be a bum ass nigga, bro.
My college life was very different because like I went through a program that my job paid for.
Yep.
So I actually didn't have a
You did it too?
we went through the same program.
cohort,
So we came out of school with no debt, because they paid for everything.
Exactly.
But you had to maintain a certain grade level and all that. But the thing is, where I can relate to you is I dated a girl that went to Towson University. Towson, yeah, Maryland. Oh yeah. So
what?
And she was an AKA. So like I went up there and I had some fun. I had some fun with that.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I had a little bit of exposure. I was in my I was like 22, 23, so I was a little older. And I used to hang out with the Qs and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot about the Greek culture and all that, you know? So some of the engineers I work with, they're all Greek guys, and not all of them, but, you know, a few of them are. And we get into, they're, like, mostly, like, deltas and stuff, you know? You don't meet a lot of Q dogs, like, in the engineering world, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we had some fun, like day parties, that little like they, you know, every like sorority fraternity got their own drink.
Yeah.
So you go to the day parties, everybody got their drinks and stuff. It's fire, you know what I'm saying? And because I was older, they used to call me, the girls used to call me like Zaddy, Zaddy. I was like, okay, whatever the hell that is. They was like, who that Zaddy right there? I was like, damn, bro.
You probably had the whole shit going
Actually, it's crazy because I did, but it wasn't no granted, so they ain't had to call me Zaddy though.
Everybody else is like, little clean cut. They was like, oh, this is a little, what that is?
Yeah, in fact.
They knew you on 18.
They knew I won't. They was like, he don't go to this school. Like, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he got a little bit of money too, because, you know, most college students are broke. Yep. Most of them. Not all of them, obviously, but, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so I experienced, you know, college in that way. But as far as us, we never experienced college. We was at work.
We made our college
So
experience.
y'all went actually together, you said? Y'all
Yeah, we went through different programs, but like, so I went somewhere else, he went somewhere else, but pretty much,
But our academics,
we're just pretty much the same.
So pretty much the same. But yeah, and then funny enough, as I say, we got to a point where we all kind of got to linked up at kind of towards the end of the program.
Yeah,
if you will.
yeah.
This is pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And then it was like, shit, man, you like One Piece?
I know.
I like One Piece.
I know.
Shit, man,
Yeah.
you live here?
Yeah.
Man,
I'm close to you.
Yeah. I'm not that far away.
Yeah.
Word.
I was about to say, so we had a lot of house parties, you know, here, a lot of, shit, if anything, he's the one that got me on Top Shelf Liquor.
Fact.
I was about to say, he's the one that made me have high dollar taste.
So I graduated like what 2019.
Yeah, I would say it's been a while. I don't remember.
Was it COVID?
It took a long time, bro. Like my program took about 6 years because I had to work and go to school at the same time.
That was required.
So like the degree program, you had to work and go to school at the same time. So like you know you go to school.
Yeah, once COVID hit, it was one of those things where we were sitting and people didn't have like especially this program wasn't used to the online school yet.
Yeah,
so they
true.
didn't really have anything mapped out. So I remember one day, and like I said, I've mentioned beforehand, but I did voice acting.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting into at the time. And I remember one day we was in an engineering class, and the teacher wasn't the best.
yeah, a lot of them.
And of course, like I said, it's online, so you know people are still getting used to it. So they didn't have this fleshed out. Like it's still new.
Yeah.
So I remember I'm just sitting there like, I could do so much more with my time right now. I could be doing this.
Yeah.
I could be doing that. I'm in a program right now that I didn't even really want to go into.
Yeah.
That's just something that the school at the time offered.
Yeah.
And because the program I wanted to go into that they got rid of, turns out they didn't. But you know, they didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm already kind of miffed about it. So it was just kind of COVID added on top of it, and I said, forget this. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Which at the time was voice acting because I was building a community, making friends, meeting people.
Yeah.
Met my soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
Did you finish or you didn't finish?
Yeah, I'm finishing now.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't finish.
You'd have
it, but
loved my school.
I would have,
bro.
I would've.
Every college student that went to college normally that knows of people who go through the program we went through, and I ain't trying to say no names. Obviously, we can't really talk about it, but they're like, bro, I couldn't do what y'all did.
Yeah.
Because it was the pressure. Like our grade point average had to be a certain level. Like you need to be an A student.
They almost pitted us against each other.
They pit us against each other.
Yeah.
But like, we got through it though.
Yeah.
We got through it. We got some good job, made some damn good money because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a program so hard.
Good experience.
Get,
I will say that. Like
Yeah.
I'll
And you
never
meet good
take it
friends.
away.
You meet
Yeah,
good people.
you make like I said, we
we met. I was the best man for his wedding like a few months ago. So it's just one of them things, man.
Perfect in my school. I know, after the season, you know how niggas lead a NBA, lead to go to the NBA, just like fuck school. So like after the season, like February, I think that's like the last joint. If you a senior, you can go home.
Okay.
And finish school online.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So from February to like May or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just sitting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Newport News, I didn't know what the fuck to do with my time.
That's crazy.
I'm like, and I told you it was one class a month, so you only got to turn shit on Wednesdays and Sundays.
That's crazy. So you just gotta, bro. Our lives were, bro. It was like we had to plan to go to the movies. We had to plan to like whenever I would finish a class, bro, I would sit in my shed, like, because I had so much work backed up, and I would just be like, man, I got so much to do, but it would still feel so good.
Yeah, because we didn't have to sit here. Exactly, it was because we wanted to do. Exactly. I think we had maybe like 2 weeks break between
classes because it was like through the summer, all that winter, all that.
Discussion boards, and then your assignments on Sunday. So I'm cool with all that.
Yeah,
you cheat on the test,
homework.
I know college, when my girl used to tell me about some of the stuff,
everybody I heard,
bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Like, I'm telling you, bro.
When I went to my master's graduation, they was talking about Chat GPT.
Yep.
They was like, yo, thanks to Chat. I'm like, this nigga hating. This nigga out there hating on the stand. Like, this nigga hating. Like, bro, because it's never going it's never going to write the same thing for everybody.
Yeah, true.
It's never going to write the same thing.
Definitely use it.
Yeah, you can use it. It's like a lot of people don't like it, but I understand why, but it's like,
I mean, it's making us like our people's like stupid.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I know like they use it professionally, like to write emails and stuff, and I always try to say, look, if you gonna use it to at least write the email to the best of your ability first.
Bro,
Right, and
that's that. I'm like, yo,
So you
can
can,
you
like-
put this? Like, I need to do this. Like, this is what I need to do, and I need you to put in this shit. Some shit that sound good. Like, even for your resume and shit like that. Like, I think it's good for resumes, emails, and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, your actual work and shit.
But so ChatGPT, AI, right? So what it does, and it's funny because a lot of people who are corporate that you would think know how to speak and write don't.
No.
Horrible. Like as far their grammar, like it's like absolutely terrible, bro. Because they talk like they read, they write like they talk. You know what I'm saying? So they miss, you know what I'm saying, commas, like, periods, all that. So they put it in ChatGPT or OpenAI now, right? Or the other one that China just released, DeepSeek or something like that. DeepSeek, I think it's DeepSeek. And they just like they give you everything you need, right? But the problem with that is you still think the way you think, so you're not learning. And what I try to tell people who I know that use that, like, bro, read, bro. Like, just even if it's like a comic book,
Right.
read. Like, if you read, bro, like, you'll retain that stuff. Because, bro, I don't care how educated you are. If you stop reading, bro, or if you stop doing math, you're gonna get stupid 100%.
For sure.
That's just what it is. Because we're like, we don't. I mean, some people have like a photographic memory. They can remember everything. I don't. I know I don't.
I'm one of
It'd be
them
great
jokes.
if I did.
Oh, you are?
Make
You remember everything like that? Oh, that's
Yeah.
what's up,
Shit,
man.
there you
That's
go.
dope. That's dope. I'm not like
That's
that.
how I got by. Like, I can see shit. Like, if I see the question, I can see the question and I know if this is the answer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to know the information. I can just, if I see the question and then I read the list of answers, I know which one I need to look for.
Okay.
For that.
Okay.
Like, I don't know the information, but I know that if I see the question, I will know the answer.
Okay.
If I see it all before.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I had to study, bro.
But I had to stop. I had to stop doing that because it's like, I really need to learn some shit.
Yeah, like when I took this class, I took differential equation, and I had to, bro. That was hard, bro. I had to
dropped before
study,
I had
bro.
to take that one. They had my schedule on some mess.
Yeah, I had to. I was like, holy cow, that was hard, bro.
Never take
I got an 8 though, but I had to
What's
study, bro.
That's
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah,
about
you took
that
stats?
ChatGPT
Yeah.
and Ask AI though, that I learned, because I've been, all you have to do is keep asking the questions and it'll teach you. See, most people will go asking something broad and then they'll go with that.
Yeah.
Man, I be in that joint asking it like, man, break this joint down in bulletin form. Tell
Facts.
me what I need to
Facts.
do. What's the pros and cons?
Facts.
And when I do that, it give me it'll break it down to the point. And what people will do, most people won't do that. They'll just say, man, I'm trying to make a lemonade stand. If
Yeah.
I'm asking for a lemonade stand, I'm like, man, what's the pros and cons of a lemonade stand? How can I profit off this? Or how can I profit off this? And that AI shit will literally break it down. So it's really come down to people being lazy with it.
Yeah.
And I be looking at that shit, I be like, damn. So it's so much like, if you know how to use it, you can get rich off it.
Yeah.
If you try to like,
Well,
I'm gonna take the
I
easy.
think
I'm gonna take the easy route. Then you're gonna always
Bro,
get the broad.
you're
broad
right.
statement. You know what I'm saying?
I think we got to learn how to use AI because that's the way the world's headed. 100%. Like even like
That's why I'm in the IT joint.
100%. So
Fuck
like even
Always
cars,
gonna
bro.
have a
Like Teslas, that's an AI, bro. Like that's artificial intelligent car that's like making decisions on the road, bro. Like live decisions on the road. So like I think like even like some of the machines, and I know we talked about this before, but like the robots they trying to release, that it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. No matter how we feel about
they
it,
already out there.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I seen that
shit
joint.
real, bro.
Yeah, so what I'm
Yeah.
saying is like we better just instead of like fighting it, we need to get to a point where like, all right, how can we use this to better ourselves to make money?
Maybe
And
apply our rules or something.
exactly. And you know what we've talked about, like I said, I think what we should do is we shouldn't be afraid to buy it. I'm not saying buy it right when it come out. Yeah, it's gonna be an investment, but I think eventually, you know what I'm saying, and quote me on this if I'm wrong, quote me on this if I'm right, 10 years in the future, 5 years in the future, I think eventually like the robot or machine, whatever, the program, the algorithm is actually gonna do work for you and me. So like instead of you going to the company's gonna pay you for what you own within that algorithm or that AI.
And
So what
that's
that's
the scary part about it though, because you know how many people that's jobs gonna be eliminated.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
That's
the scary
a way.
part about it.
That's a way to not eliminate jobs. Like, cause it bro, think about it.
Oh, it's gonna eliminate.
If a machine can work 20 hours a day
Yeah.
and charge for 4 hours, it can already work for more than like we can. And let's say it can do anything we can do, anything. Obviously, it's not going to be able to do anything we can do right away because we can make decisions on the fly. That's not like a program that's written, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the medical field. But eventually, bro, once it starts becoming like, you know, what's the words? Not self-sustaining,
Self-aware.
but self-aware. Sure. Like, it can make decisions for itself. If you own, I would recommend trying to own some of it. That way, let's say you get paid $25 an hour, $30 an hour. Let's say, but you get paid only, 8 to 10 hours a day, something like that. This machine can work for 20 hours. And let's say the company's like, well, if it can work for 20 hours, I'll pay you, instead of 25, 30, I'll pay you $20 an hour. You're still coming out making more money, and you're home while that machine or algorithm or program is at work doing the job for you.
See, it's gonna
I
be
think that's
great.
where it's gonna head.
It's gonna be
bro.
great for the boss. It's gonna, the people that's under it is gonna hurt, because if you telling something like, if you telling me like they're gonna have a robot that can say, for instance, something like bartending, bro. They talking about doing something.
Hell, yeah, bro, that's easy day, bro.
So
I'm
look,
with it.
So look,
Yeah.
but you imagine how many people get money off bartending? So
Yeah.
it's gonna fuck our economy up for the people.
I don't think it's gonna fuck up the economy.
It is not for the people that can afford the robot, but the people that's how they was trying to go through school. And
You
they
know
was
who
paying
gonna
their
be-
way.
you know who gonna
they
be
was paying their
happier?
way through school with that. That's gonna affect them, because it's like that was a job that she was using. So now she gonna be like, every time they like, we don't need you. I'm about to access my
So
robot.
you know,
make this-
I see what he's
This
saying,
martini.
and I don't disagree. But another part of
Robots
that,
ain't getting no tips. So
there you go. Another part is a consumer.
yeah.
I go to that bartender and I say, yo, let me get a drink. The drink gonna be the exact same level every single time.
Every
It's not gonna
time.
be weak. It's not gonna be too strong, whatever. And I'm not gonna have to pay it a tip, because what the hell does a robot? What's
I mean,
a robot about to do with a
To be
tip?
fair, you also
That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making.
But then I could take that money, because what do like, bro? We're Americans, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We consume.
I see.
We're gonna go spend that money somewhere else.
I definitely
100%.
see both of y'all points for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's like that you definitely like whoever, like, cause that's for cats who don't go to school.
Yeah.
Like, you don't go to school, it's just like, all right, I'm here bartending. Now I'm
Or
out
what
of
if
a
you're
job.
trying to pay for, like, what
Right.
if you're trying
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
true,
like you
true.
just
Like
at
a
the
short-term
beginning,
job
19,
type
20,
shit,
you're
right.
trying to,
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's
trying
gonna
to
take
go-
that shit away.
Yeah.
And then you got cats that's already educated.
Yeah.
They're like, yo,
They
I'm
already
gonna buy
got
this
money.
robot. I'm gonna invest in this robot, put whatever I know, my knowledge into this robot,
Yeah.
and then go work for me and make me X, Y, and Z amount
Yeah.
of money.
Right, but
Yeah.
then you always
And
also
For
gonna
the
have
boss,
those
it's
people
gonna always work. But I'm saying,
Word.
like, you got to think majority of people not bosses, so you got to look at it for the totality.
Yeah.
So if I'm saying like I'm not, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, like, because if I'm a business owner, like, it's perfect for me.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hell
But what
yeah.
about the people that like now the people that's like, bro, this our economy is built off people that's on this level, on
Yeah,
this level,
server,
on this
yeah.
level, on this. Pretty much with that, you're gonna be skipping, like, everybody out here. Fuck that. We gonna automatically go to the top. So now you're gonna be looking at it like, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it, then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
fuck
gonna be a
facts,
while for that because they
facts.
gotta test durability and all that.
Well, not to
shit
mention
for
at the same
robot.
time, if you in some rinky-dink bar in bumfuck West Virginia, you think they're gonna be able to afford a robot? No, you're
Right.
gonna see that maybe in Cali,
There
New
you
York,
go.
Vegas,
That's
Miami.
so
like
it's
the
eventually
parties,
gonna
the
take
parties,
time.
the
Yeah.
events.
Vegas type,
sure,
yeah.
I can see that, but at the same time, there's also like the human element where you gonna get the conversation starters or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, some people take to the
Yeah, you're
bartender,
gonna
there's
see
that
a lot of
community.
people. Like, you're gonna see America shifting. Like, people who were in New York probably
Yeah.
end up in fucking South Dakota or something.
True.
Because now,
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, end up
Yeah.
in those not so major cities where they can still afford. Like, those lower cities are gonna become the major city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Atlanta gonna be something else. New York gonna be something else. Vegas gonna be something else. You feel me? Like,
Personally-
those people who got that education, they still gonna be there.
no, for sure.
But the other people, all right, they gonna go somewhere else.
I actually think it's funny because I think a lot less people gonna be going to college too, because a lot of this stuff
I
gonna
think
knock
it
out
is
the-
like
yeah,
now,
no, it's
with, like
free
with the
online.
knowledge, it
Definitely
don't make
bro.
sense to go to college and go
a
with
lot,
that.
like I've
Because you
been
can-
realizing that nowadays. Like, bro, you got so many 21-year-olds or 20-year-olds that know how to like use all the tools we have nowadays, and they're making so much money. They have no idea what to do with
Shit,
it.
there's a guy,
You know
and
what I'm
I
saying?
respect him for it. A little out there. Michael Reeves is a YouTuber. You may know him just from being in the YouTube space. But how he got started on YouTube, he got big, was he he pretty much did whatever the fuck he wanted, but he coded. He like did some crazy shit with coding skills that he learned because MIT posted their like computer science shit for free. It's free online. You can go right now, look it up.
Yeah.
What, MIT did that?
Yeah, it was one of the more fancier engineering schools. It's like free.
I know MIT. I'm like,
MIT.
MIT did that.
It's either MIT or it's one of the fancier schools. Like just has their like some of their coding classes on there for free, so you can learn to code and shit online for free. Like, and that's what he did. And and now he's got a successful entertainment channel, YouTube. He's done stuff he's linked up with some other enterstainers as well, does streaming and shit like that. Right. But he does it with his engineering background, with skills that he picked up and learned for himself. He never went to college. You know, his first job, I think he got working for the state of Hawaii, because that's where he was from. Was just from coding and shit.
Well, I learned that once I like, you know, started traversing the whole business world, that college don't teach you normally how to make money. It just teaches you they have a curriculum that they have, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna learn a curriculum that every other student learned. That's why most of the richest people in the world don't have really much to say about what college they went to, or, you know what I'm saying, like, oh yeah, I learned this from college. Now it's funny because you might hear like some of the hot upper middle class people, like if you watch like certain I don't know, like news anchors, they might talk about going to Yale or some of those schools, and you know what I'm saying. But if you hear about like some of these billionaires, like they're not talking about like, oh yeah, I went to Yale, some of them just had an idea, bro. Yeah. And they just had that work ethic, with it. Or not even billionaires, we ain't gotta go that high. Millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Like people who are doing really well.
Self-made.
Like, exactly. You know, and some of them go to college later just to say, I
got the checkbox.
They already got the money.
They get the piece of paper. That's what they do.
A lot of Tyson do that. Bad investment, actually.
Yeah.
Like if you got some, if you create something, like if you got the power to be able to create something, it makes no point to go to college. Yeah. Like, you can go ahead and get your money, and then if you decide that that's something you want to do in the future, you can go to college. But it just depends what you want to do. Like it's not one size fit everybody. Like it might be something you need to get from college that can get you to that next level. So it just really depends on the person. But like I know when I'm looking at the trajectory where we going, like I feel like majority of people is not, college is going to start becoming less and less options. More
it's already becoming
like
that.
Besides the medical field, certain stuff like that, like it's going to be stuff like
like certain special, like work. A doctor, like a doctor needs his doctorate. I get that. You know what I'm saying? They need that 10-year, 12-year, whatever education. You know what I'm saying? They need that. But like you're right. Like certain, like I wouldn't go to school to study sociology. That's stupid. Like you're literally giving away like $60,000 or more. You know what I'm saying? Like just to get some bullshit degree that you never gonna use, or because most of the people that I even work with, they went to school. Like let's say they have an engineering job, but they went to school for like, you know, let's say you go to school for mechanical, but you got an electrical engineering job. Like, how does that make sense? You know nothing about electricity. That's how it is, because a lot of these degrees, bro, they just want you to have one. But then they also like people who are in the military, they can get the same jobs, bro. Like people who
they already got the training or the certificate.
They have more experience. Have you ever like? Okay, so like sometimes I work with people in the Navy, right? And you got 18, 19-year-olds, and I'll be listening to the way they speak, because they have to learn these manuals and training programs, and you know what I'm saying, like the way they speak, these procedures. I'm like, bro, they way too young to be talking like this, bro. It's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people who I think, you know, if they kind of keep that, you know what I'm saying, drive going, they're the ones who are going to be, you know what I'm saying, running shit for real. You know,
I mean, well, that's the thing. A college degree and also military experience shows one of two things. You can show up to a place at a time, repetitively, and keep doing that. So, which is good. You know, that's what jobs want to see. They want to see that you can show up, do the work, you know, at a place at a time, and then you get an expansive piece of paper.
True. Yeah, that shit is whack. I'll be the first one to tell you. Yeah. If you ain't doing, I hate to say it, bro. If you're not doing the sport and going for free, I don't think it's worth the time. Yeah, because
like write off daddy's money. And
even like you can get a trade. You can do like IT. You don't need to go to school for that. Yeah, you can do the CompTIA self-paced job.
Everything's out there.
Everything is out there. You can do self-paced.
It didn't used to be like that, but bro, within the last 5 years, it's just become this common knowledge, bro.
You. Like my partner went for welding. They paid for everything. Bro.
Yeah.
He just came home.
Bro.
He ain't been home a year.
Yeah.
They paid literally for everything.
Yep.
He got his welding trade.
Yeah.
He going at a job. He getting 60, 70, 80,000 a year.
There you go.
And that's off the bone. Like he ain't had to go to school or nothing.
Yeah.
They paid for him. He didn't pay nothing. Ain't
Yeah.
going no type of
Crazy.
debt.
They just need you. They just
Jobs
literally
do
need
that
a,
joint.
yeah. They
No,
just literally
like,
need a
jobs
body.
do that
bro.
joint.
There's a lot of
Like,
jobs that's doing it. Yeah,
like
my partner do the same
certifications,
thing with
trades.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
I'm telling you, bro.
Can't outsource it.
HVAC. My friend doing HVAC.
That's
They did the
that's
same
what he
thing for
did.
him.
That's what I did.
That's what he
Yep, That's
did.
what I did
Yeah.
for the longest
All
time.
that-
They
all
pay for
that
everything
joint,
for
bro.
HVAC.
Yeah.
They'll do that joint for you. Like
that's
school,
it.
I'm telling you, if you're not going to school for like a pack, like going to like a lot of these, like you can't go to the NBA no more out of high school.
Yeah.
You think all these cats would be in college right now?
Oh yeah, hell no.
All these cats would not be in college right now.
No,
they
sir.
could just go out at 18.
Facts.
That's a lot of them.
They
Facts.
do what
You know what I'm
LeBron
saying?
did. They'll do it. Yeah, they'd be happy to do
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
exactly.
Like but a lot of cats go to school to, do their sport or a lot of,
Yeah,
but if you're not going to be a doctor, like you said, or a lawyer, or
something like real
Something that
special.
don't really
Something
like,
that is like
yeah.
kind of entrenched. in
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
true
really, it's not
academia
really worth
world,
it. Like
yeah.
other than that, you can self-pay somebody or pay for it for you.
Yeah.
Like you ain't got to go through all that debt. You can always be up.
Yeah, facts.
That makes sense.
Because a lot of people come out, bro. They get told like, "Yo, man, you gonna come out, you gonna make 80,000, 120,000." You know how nowadays everybody think like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna make 6 figures if I do this and that," and then they come out, it's like, "Yeah, it's not."
I know people
they get
personally
told like,
that's successful that's
Overseas,
still
man.
paying their debts from college.
Yeah.
Word.
True.
They successful though, but I'm like, just think about that though.
Yeah.
Like, do that. Like, maybe if you would have chosen another route, like, you probably would be a multi-millionaire.
True,
like,
true.
because you're doing great right now. You're
Yeah.
doing good by yourself. So,
Yeah.
like, the fact that you're still paying college loans or whatever off, just imagine if you would have just took a different route. Like,
bro,
how good you would have
you're
been.
right.
Like, how far
Like,
you would have been.
you know, I was supposed to go in the Marine Corps. I don't know if
I remember
told
you talked to me about that.
Yeah,
I said, don't go
yeah.
on the-
Yeah, bro. I was supposed to go in the Marine Corps, bro. Like when I was like 17, I did everything. The
That's
ASVAB, everything. I was supposed to go. But then they found something wrong with my ears. Like my frequency was off like between my right and my left ear.
Yeah.
And because of that, they sent me to this ear specialist, and they put tubes in my ears as an adult. And you know, tubes are supposed to go in when you're like a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
So within that that year of being out of high school, they were like, yeah, it takes like about a year to heal. So you'll go to boot camp, once it's healed after a year. So I ended up like, after that year, bro, I saw everybody doing stuff and da-da-da-da. And I was like, man, I ain't doing this shit. And I'm so happy I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of course, I have nothing bad to say about my military folk, my brothers in the military, you know what I'm saying? I got mad respect. But I'm glad I didn't go because I actually think I wanted to go for the wrong reasons. Like, I was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to be that dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said, I had a lot of energy, you know what I mean?
You just wanted the title with it.
Yeah, I did.
Be a
For
Marine.
one,
Yeah.
I like the uniform. And I wanted that big ass chest, you know what I'm saying? Like with that uniform on, I was like, man, I'll get all the ladies with this, you know what I'm saying?
Always go back
And
to
I was
the women,
playing
bro.
Call of Duty. I was 17, I was a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I also
fair.
wanted to go, you know what I mean? Because I was
Right.
like, yo, I want to like rise to the occasion, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't, because like with the things I accomplished on my own time, with my freedom, so to speak, and then working with the military and seeing some of the shit they gotta deal with. Oh,
Mentally, that shit fuck
It
you
ain't
up.
for me.
Like,
It ain't for me.
With the Marines.
So I respect all military folk.
So that's my whole thing with the military.
Yeah.
'Cause my mother really wanted me to go to the military. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
just like, shout out to the government, but I'm not a fan of the government like
Yeah.
that. So it's
Yeah.
like I was just saying like, nah, I don't see myself being nothing. Like no army, no marine, no nothing. I don't see myself doing that. And I'm glad I didn't. And it's like a lot of dudes I see, like I got cousins, family members that went to the military. They be still like dealing with that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know it's like they can't leave.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
it's sad,
some
like-
of them, not all of them, but
Yeah.
some of them.
Yeah.
It's like they're still there, bro. They're still dealing with everything they saw. So it's like a lot of PTSD there.
I got a
for
question
real.
for y'all.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say this may ring true for us since we worked with some military folks as well. Because of our area and being, very large military presence, do you pick up on some of the like lingo and such? Because I've had people mistake me for being from military or past
Oh,
military.
for real?
Because that's the thing. We worked.
That's
We
interesting.
worked around them, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
and then
You might start saying Bravo instead of B. and stuff.
exactly. That's the
Yeah.
thing where
Man, that's
They ain't
all
gonna talk to me about that. They gonna think I'm gonna leak the information.
That's because of where, hey Benji, that's because of where we work, bro.
That's true.
Anytime I hear
Yeah,
Bravo,
gonna lie.
That's all it
there's
is.
two things I'm thinking about when I hear Bravo or some shit like that. Charlie and all that shit. I'm thinking of fucking the distribution center and
I'm thinking about jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. tell me Bravo Charlie.
Oh, that's how they talk?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fighting Charlie
Alpha,
Bravo.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie.
That's crazy because I'll be on the phone. They'd be like, "Can you say the number?" I'm like 1-5 Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Lima. Like I'm saying all the things, bro.
Whatever.
And they just be like, okay, because they know it. You know what I'm saying?
Instantly think, that's my man. Gonna instantly go back there. I ain't gonna.
That's funny.
I say Walmart because that's the most recent joint. But it's like, yo, Charlie, Bravo, Alpha. I'm like, man, get out my face. All this shit, bro. Just say ABC.
Just say ABC. Well, people be getting confused because you over the phone, you say B, somebody might be like G. No, B, bro. Like that's Bravo.
I do that though. Like if I'm on the phone, I will.
You might say Bob or something.
I will say Alpha or B. I kind of know it. Like I'm somewhat institutional. I'm saving the sales.
Well, some of it's funny. Like P is actually Papa. Like P is actually Papa. I thought that was pretty funny.
I try my best though. Like
I don't know that.
I try my best to like not get lost in that. Yeah. Because there's a lot of people that like you'll get lost in it. So I try my best to like make sure anything that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, me and my girl, she be tripping off me with certain stuff. I'm like, man, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She just be like, yeah, you institutionalized. That's why I only tell you that shit. I don't go out in the streets and tell nobody that shit.
Talk about girls though, man. Like, y'all, I mean, did y'all feel like y'all did everything y'all wanted to do as kids with the girls y'all wanted to, you know what I'm saying, do it with? I know Benji answered. We already talked about that. We already covered that.
No. You said as a kid?
Yeah, like, growing up.
I did everything as a kid though, bro. Like I had threesomes. I did everything as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like as a
bad
kid,
boys. I
was living above my age. You feel me? Like, so
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say. I mean, I'm sure it's something I haven't. You know what I'm saying? But like, it ain't really too much. Like I'm gonna be like. That's why I don't even really like get too excited about that shit. Cause like I done did shit. I done did certain shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I didn't pretty much did everything. But like it ain't too much you can say.
I mean, what can I say for me? I pretty much did most of the things I wanted to do too. I was a little bit more sneaky with my stuff. I used to have a bike and I used to ride everywhere. Bro. All across Williamsburg. I get on that bus, put the bike on the front of that bus, and I'm at it. So y'all remember when the Bulgarians used to come up? Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. When all the foreigners, I don't know why I just singled out the Bulgarians.
Well,
but I used to be in with it, bro. And they used to love my ass because I had that accent. And they drink and party, and I used to like over the summer. I remember when I was like 17, bro, the Forex students, the foreign exchange students used to come up and they used to stay on that strip, you know what I'm saying? And I used to like, ride to their house and that we over there partying, having a good time. And, there'd be one of them that I'm like, yo, and bro, like Ukrainians, bad, bro. Like Ukrainian women are beautiful women, dog. Golly. I used to all up on it. So that's kind of how I experienced a lot with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe that's actually why I started liking traveling so much because, like,
it made you interested in that.
I love that shit because I felt like messing with the same thing is boring. And I know some people might look down on that, like, oh yeah, like, why you with da-da-da. I'm like, nah, but I love a foreigner because I'm a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like Trey Songz of that shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I ended up coming back, because I love my black women, you know what I'm saying? Even though my woman's Jamaican, like me.
Still
she
black,
know how to take care. Well, no, there's a difference.
It is, but it's still 100%. Black. Hold on. It's a difference, but
she's still a foreigner.
Black.
She's still a foreigner.
She is, but it's still black, bro.
Right. What I'm trying to say,
it's still the same.
No, well,
it was during the slave trade. It was some people got dropped off in the islands, and they had to learn a different language.
But it's funny. The culture is a lot different.
No, for sure.
That's what
for sure.
Okay, I agree with that. That's why I was
culture
saying
is a lot different. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So as far as like that, like for instance, my woman take pride in being like, you know what I'm saying, like old school. Yeah. She ain't worrying about like who wear the pants in the relationship. She know like, okay, I'm the man of the house. That's not something she worries about. Right. So like, I don't want to deal with people who worry about shit like that. I've dealt with it before and it's very stressful. So like, we're on the same page with that stuff. So like, I have my role, she has hers, and we know what those are and we work together. Ain't no like separation, like ain't no bipartisan shit going on where she working on this, our goals are in line, and Peter, you're worried about this, or you're responsible. Like, she ain't gonna take out the trash, bro.
Yeah.
That's my woman. She's not gonna touch it.
That's mine too.
And that's my job.
Yep.
She's not gonna cut the grass. I don't want her to cut the grass.
Yep.
And she don't like me doing dishes. She'll do the dishes. She don't like me doing laundry. I haven't done laundry in years, bro. Like, I actually have not done laundry in years. Cause she doesn't want me to do it.
Look, I mean, never mind.
I don't mind.
I ain't even gonna say shit. I might get in trouble.
I've met women that says, "Oh, you want me to do that? You need to do X, Y, and Z." And I'll tell you this: my woman finished college, graduated her degree, and all that. Works, makes good money. So she doesn't care that she like brings money to the house. She doesn't use that to say, "Well, Peter, I make money too," and you know, she doesn't look at it like that.
But you know why? Because she was raised like that. So that's the difference. Because you having that somebody from Jamaica or from somewhere different, they was raised like that. So she was pretty much grown to do that regardless. It didn't matter who made the most money, who did that. Where America,
well, it's not even just the most money; it's just making money.
No. I'm just saying that as an example.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Where most American women, they look at that shit, bro. Like they'll look at that shit, like they'll be like, oh well, we might make even, but they be like, well, why the fuck should I do this, or why I gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like America kind of created that illusion that that's how it should be. You get what I'm saying?
Stupid. It's like you're working against yourself.
It's whatever,
literally.
It's whatever fits.
You're working against yourself.
I tell people, do whatever fits for you. And my thing is, like, I don't bend.
That don't fit for nobody. It can't. It's impossible.
It might work for certain people because you might have a man that'll go for it. So it's just on you. Like, I caught myself in situations where I had to check my woman on certain shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually, once she see like, oh nah, this nigga ain't going for that. Like, then it became like, all right, or I make his plate, or I do this, I do that because it's like, but you had to lay that law. But like, if I was dealing with a woman from Jamaica, I probably wouldn't even have to do that. She was gonna automatically, instantly do that. But you gotta understand your scenario, or where you at in like your situation. So like that came with me with a lot of understanding. You get what I'm saying? Once I start understanding stuff better, I start knowing how to play stuff. Like, all right, you want that? Like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
What you want to eat?
But see,
if you don't want to cook it down, but see, I ain't need to eat.
I feel you. So like, I cook, right?
She'll get me.
I cook. And I don't mind serving. Actually, I love to cook. I love to serve. But like, she's gonna want to cook most of the time. Like, she's gonna want to do that, like, because she feels as though, like, for instance, if I come home and I'm like, man, I'm hungry, and she don't have food like in the house, she gonna feel some kind of way about that. Because that's, you know, I guess it's some kind of nurturing aspect of her where she's like, she feels like, you know, she wants to make sure her man got everything he needs.
Do you think it's nurturing, or do you think it's like her background and how she was raised?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I never really...
I believe,
because technically her mom never worked. Well, maybe a little bit, but her dad was the breadwinner.
All right, so boom, she got that from her mama. So her mama, if her mama never worked, then her mama.
But then remember, you just said as well that she might have seen that her parents or she might have grew up seeing like multiple income, like a multiple.
No,
income
I ain't
household.
say she seen multiple. I said she saw the woman catering to the man.
No. I'm talking about before when I said she worked. And what she works and she brings in money as well, but she doesn't let that that doesn't.
That's a different dynamic. But her original principality, she's seeing the woman catering to the man.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. And I feel like
I can agree with that.
I'm saying like I feel like that's how it should be. Like despite with the money, like know what I'm saying. Like I'm the protector, you the nurturer. You know what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like that's what it should be. I could be wrong for that. You know what I'm saying. But that's just my belief.
You remember what y'all was saying earlier about like how like some of the men don't kind of like step up. It could be that too, because I've heard women say like, you know, it's because of the way you carry yourself as a man why it makes me want to do this stuff. And I always like I thought, you ever heard of the red pill community? Where like the guy, you know about the red pill community, like the ones who like, you know, men are like alphas, women are supposed to like,
I want traditional values. Oh, what do you want to do? I want to play video games all day, but I want a woman with traditional values. Like, wait a minute here, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Yeah, like, so I think if you like, for instance, like can't nobody ever say, yo, Pete, like he don't like, you know, be paying his bills, he don't be making me feel like a woman, he don't be taking care of me or catering to me. Like, I've always spoiled my women, you know what I'm saying, to a point, you know. But I think maybe that has some parts to play, because I've heard women say, you know, I didn't used to be like this, but with you I kind of have to, you know what I'm saying, like, because you won't, like, I'm gonna be real, I'm not dating a woman that does some of the things that I hear people say they deal with. I'm not dealing with it, because the thing is, why the hell do I have to?
You don't have to. You're not obligated to.
Why do I have to? Like, You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, I'm also not like, I know if I'm like not doing certain things as a man, I need to improve that. Like if my woman's like, hey, look, you don't make me feel like, you know how they say you're supposed to romance a woman all day long. Obviously, it's very difficult to do that. It's very, very difficult to do that. But ain't nothing wrong for you to tell your woman, even if you don't think it's true, that she look great. You know what I'm saying? Like even if her hair look crazy or she got that bonnet on her head and we don't like it. You know what I'm saying? God, you can tell her like, baby, you look absolutely stunning. Like, man, I'm glad. Like, oh, look, you know that you on the bed, she walking like, man, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you don't mean it, which you should mean it. I mean it. You know what I'm saying? But say it, because that's kind of a, you know, romancing a woman. So I think when you do stuff like that, you get more out of her. So I don't know if it's necessarily just a culture thing, but it could be. It could just be a person-to-person thing. Like certain people don't match, bro.
Nah, 100.
Facts.
That's 100. Yeah, I agree.
But they try to.
That's the thing. They try to, and then it makes shit worse.
Facts.
That shit bad for me.
Well, you know, men don't like to fail. So like, you get in a relationship.
Subjective.
Okay, fair.
I feel like you put so much in, it's not even a feeling. It's like, bro, I done did all this shit, bro. Like, I don't want to just let this shit go to waste.
But that's failing.
It's a failure.
That's failing.
It's
You don't.
failure,
There's
but
a
I'm talking
pride.
about-
There's a
it's
pride
also
to
the
it.
failure, but I feel like it's more of like, man, I done did all this shit. I done build this up, and then for like me to see this shit go left field, or go something else, you gonna be like, nah, hell no, I done did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Make you be like, man, I want to know what I'm saying. So, but sometimes you do gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Well, you gotta know when to come down. Like that pride is a bitch, bro. Cause like you gotta know when to say, look, baby, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Like I shouldn't have, because a lot of people, we talked about this before too, where it's like, you know, cheating is always the number one thing, but bro, people break up for other shit. Like it's not always about cheating and being unfaithful. Like it's money, how we raise our kids. Like, you know, the way you treat your parents, the way you treat your friends, the way you talk about me, the way you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like a man in this house. Like, you know, so a lot of times that stuff can play a huge factor. But you know, and your girl got to be able to say, look, okay, baby, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna try to change, and mean that shit.
The thing is,
you gotta do some of the results.
I think men gotta be able to know how to communicate that as well. True. I don't think a lot of men know how to communicate that.
That's real.
Because I ain't never know how to do that joint.
I suffer from that.
I wish I knew at the time how to do it. Then I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like in the situation I'm not gonna get too deep in that.
Okay.
But it's just like, nigga, if I have a kid by you, of course I want to be with you the rest of my life, bro. Like I want to keep the family, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it was like, I wish I could have expressed some things back then. Like I wish I knew how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that pride, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like, and you almost feel like logically, well, you should know this. I
shouldn't have to say this, but it's like, bro, just say how you feel and mean what you say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mean what you say, and then then like at least it's out there.
No, bro.
At the end of the day, at least it's out there, and then it's up to them to hear you, acknowledge it,
true,
and then go from there.
True.
So like, but like not saying nothing or not communicating. Yeah. You just playing a blind game.
Expecting it to fail.
You just playing a blind game.
Expectations a bitch
like
too.
driving with no closing your ass, bro.
Facts.
You don't know how that shit gonna end.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
pretty much,
You just don't
gotta
know.
get some form of direction.
It's hard with that though, bro, because experience is the best teacher. I bet now, I've talked about this before. Like my girl now, bro, like I feel like she's so mature and she's so like we're so locked in. I feel like everything that I've been through in my past was preparing me for her, because I feel like if I didn't have her, like if I had met her when I was younger, I'd have been like I wouldn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's just like every other girl, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all ever try therapy?
I really, bro, I swear to God, bro, I've been really thinking about doing therapy, and it's like, I know, like, I'm fucked up, bro. I know I suffer from, like, PTSD, bro, like, from a lot of shit, bro. Like, I thought, like, even before I got shot, bro, I felt like prison, just like, I really needed therapy from going through that long in prison. Me getting
well, you
shot,
never did any kind of counseling after
bro,
that? What?
I need it, bro. I swear I need it.
Hell
I was
yeah.
talking to my girl about that. I really need that shit, bro, because
Shit, y'all should probably go together.
True.
I would do it, bro. Like, let me know, bro. We gonna definitely exchange numbers, bro. Because I was
they got a lot of resources around here.
I was kind of like dealing with everything, bro. And then like I got shot And not only I got shot in my head, bro. So the bullet's still in my head. Like it fucked me up, bro. Like to the point, like I lost a lot of my memory.
Right.
Even to this day, my vision is compromised. Like you know what I'm saying. So like I don't have no periphery on my right eye. You get what I'm saying? That's why I can't ball or nothing no more. Like you know what I'm saying. So like I be dealing with so much shit, and it's like I be feeling like I gotta put everything on my shoulder and still be this macho nigga, this macho man. Like I gotta do everything. You know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I'm dealing with stuff eternally. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody understand that because it's just me. Like I'm used to not having to ask somebody like, I need this or
facts. I understand.
Or
that,
I don't
bro.
know why I woke up today with no energy, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't used to have this issue. I woke up where I have no energy, bro. So you know it caused conflict. My girl might be like, "Damn, you ain't do nothing today." Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain to her like, Shawty, like she like, well, you make time to do this and do that and do that. I'll be like forcing myself. Like I'll be literally like, if I could, I would just go to sleep. Like if I could really, I would just lay down and
you know that's like a sign of depression too.
I feel like I remember I spoke on that.
Yeah, we
time.
spoke on that last
like
time. Yeah, true.
I feel like I'm dealing with some form of depression. That's why I really want to go to a counselor. You know what I'm saying? Like and learn more about that shit because it's like I might be taking that shit in the wrong way and not dealing with it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got a lot of resources out here down in the news, all that.
Yeah, that's where I went to down in the news.
You said in the news,
Yeah,
I did counseling before.
Right on. I think Warwick. I think.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah. I had shit after. You know, as a man, I don't know about y'all, but it's like I can't take too much of somebody calling me this, that, and the third, and not being able to see it for myself.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to. I'm like, you know, let me go, like, do some reflecting, like, on myself. And I'm like, you start to see shit that you ain't really see before. And then you start to talk about shit that you don't want to hear. Yeah. And then that shit just like come full circle. And then it was like I did the shit. I completed the shit. And all that. I was just asking to see, you know what I'm saying? If y'all was interested in it or anything like that. Yeah. Like I did the shit, completed the shit. I'm like, you know, like me now. Completely different person. Like I wish I was this person before 7-10 years ago. You feel me? Like I wish I was able to express myself and like not feel bad about it. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, if I don't like it, I'm gonna let you know, bro. I don't like this. I'm not fucking with this. And like
holding back at all.
Yeah, you're not about to get me.
You're not about to hold back. And the thing about it is like a lot of people take that shit as like beef. You feel me? Like it's like you tell somebody like, yo, I'm not fucking with this. This is not what I'm fucking with. This ain't for me. And then you know they could take it the wrong way. And it's like I'm not trying to beef with you. I'm just letting you know my boundaries and shit. You feel me? Like so. And then I take it a step further. Like you can respect how like you can hear me, respect it, or you got the other option. You can hear me and disrespect me. And like I'm cool with both. Like now I'm cool with both. Like you can respect me and you can disrespect me. Cool. I'm cool with both. But if you disrespect me, just know shit come with it. And it ain't like I'm a beef with you or nothing. I don't have to deal with shit that's disrespectful. That's it.
So over here pretty much.
Yeah, like we're not beefing. I put you over here. You disrespected my boundaries. Like, you know, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. Like, hey, thank you for letting me know where you stand.
Exactly.
In my life.
That's good. That's
now,
you made it
easier on me.
We be needing that. I know I need that, bro.
Well, I be talking.
Me
and Mel talk about this, but I'm like, bro, like I'm not fighting nobody, bro. Even if I think like, bro, okay, this I could win. It's easy. I'm not doing it. Like, you remember when we talked? Okay, this is a good damn time to talk about this up here. Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Well, he already did that. He did it back in high school when he slapped the kid.
Oh yeah, true.
Call me childish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, call me childish, bro. It's some shit I just can't. I can't let get.
So I think
I can't let get past me, and I don't know if it's how I was raised. I don't know if it's. I don't know what it is.
Well, okay. What's
and
your
maybe I get there one day.
What's your stand on it?
I told you on my stand.
No, but they don't know. Tell them.
Across the motherfucking stand, jump and beat the shit out of him, for them, threw a cup at him. He supposed to did something. You don't let no man because I feel like. The same way people be like, he showed restraint by not doing that. I feel like,
well, no, don't tell him what I'm saying. Come on, man.
I'm saying the same way. I said the same way anybody would say he showed restraint by not doing anything. I feel like, how will my son look at me as a man if he seen a man smack me in my face and I did nothing about it?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this.
And I'm gonna teach my son.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. 100%. If Chris Rock had hit him back, it'll look like two black men on the world stage. Fighting in front of the bro, it'll look worse, bro.
If I'm not supposed to hit him back, I need to grow more. But at this point in my life,
I'm telling you, like,
I can't let nobody.
I'm telling you, bro.
At this point in my life,
bro, the fact that he didn't do it, bro, because how hard would it have been for him to just pick his hand up and smack him back? I mean, even if bro, he already got hit, he already got hit once.
At him, bro. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro,
and threw the mic at him, I would have respected that.
Yeah, like he did something.
He just sat there like, oh, Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. Like, no, bro.
Bro, okay, I understand. I didn't like that either, but I don't like.
Here, hold on. Before you finish speaking, this is your son we speaking about. Imagine this. Imagine you have a son. We ain't even speaking hypothetically. This is your son. This is your fucking son.
Yeah.
Somebody smack your motherfucking son in front of 100,000, 100 million people. You trying to tell me that he handled it the right way? I don't think you gonna feel that same way.
Okay, listen.
I'm gonna tell my son, I'm gonna whoop my son. My son come over and tell me
let me respond. Well, bro, okay, so honestly, I think that like if my son shows restraint in that moment, that means I did a hell of a job as a father, bro.
You will be proud of that?
Hell yeah. Now if he like okay. If he
proud of that.
Hold up. If he hits him back and it turns into like a brawl, you know what I'm saying? Now he got to deal with that. Now he got to deal with all the ramifications, the how bad it looks. He might lose. He might lose contract money, whatever. And obviously, money ain't everything. But the point I'm making is, bro, like if you can take that and walk away from it, bro. Ain't nothing somebody can do to you, and you can't get through it, bro.
I get what you're saying.
Patience
I get
out
what you're
the
saying.
ass,
but
bro.
listen what I'm saying.
Because it don't take nothing for you to say, you know what, I'm gonna smack him back.
If it didn't get physical, I agree with you 100.
But it would have. No, because Will Smith was mad, bro.
Listen what I'm saying. If it didn't get physical, I'm with you 100%.
Okay. Oh, you're
once
saying
somebody come and smack the shit out you, bro, everything is out the window because you're not even gonna get in trouble.
So every time you get hit, you fought every single time.
Heck, what?
No.
So you been hit and didn't fight?
Look down. No. He blind as a bat.
You know I can't see on my right eye. On my right, I don't know periphery on my right eye. You know what I'm saying, right? You gotta go to the left. Yeah, go to the left, my nigga. Yeah. No, listen.
I feel him.
Bro, listen, bro. I'm the biggest person, bro. I talk shit down, bro. I don't want it to get physical, but it's certain lines that I can't allow because I wouldn't teach my son that method, bro. Yeah. I'm to the point, bro. I used to be like, bro, no cap, bro. When I was in middle school, a girl punched me in my face and I smacked her, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And got suspended for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I smacked her only on the strength because she punched me with her ring, but her ring went in my eye, bro. Like I was fucked up behind that shit. Damn. So it's like, if I didn't do nothing to her, then anybody would feel like, bro, any female feel like, oh, I can just hit him. Like I'm gonna teach my son that, bro.
Slippery slope.
You don't go and beat a woman because she cheated on you. You don't go and beat a woman because she raised her voice. But bro, you're a human, bro. You have the right to defend yourself in any situation. You know what I'm saying? Now if she just jumping on you something, it ain't too drastic, and you can say, all right, get off me, that's enough, I'm gonna leave. But like, man, that girl, I was in middle school, she punched me in my eye, her ring went in my eye, bro. Like, I couldn't see. Like, this shit was, like, man, what? I had to sit back and reflect myself. I'm not going for that.
So in high school back home, I went to this high school in Jamaica called Garvey Maceo, right? And everybody at that age wanted to be like the hardest dude they could be. I mean, and we started high school in 7th grade. So on my first day, right, you kind of gotta, like in Jamaica, it's a little bit like you kind of gotta walk around with your chest, like, you know, with your chest out, because like if they find any weakness in you, they gon'
push it.
100%. For that specific reason, they gonna make a name up for you. It's something, because the culture is really harsh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really rough, I should say. I shouldn't say harsh, but so there was this girl, right? I chose this desk, and you know, all the dudes are trying to feel each other out. Like, all right, who's the cool kid? Who's the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna be like the person that's tough? Who I want to hang out with? Who I want to, you know, get in my crew? So I sat on this desk or whatever, and I guess this girl, you know, she said it was hers, and she came up to me, and I remember that girl to this day, bro, and I still feel so bad about what I did. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she not watching it, and if she does, I'm so sorry.
Like, subscribe,
it's not who I am.
If you watch it.
Look how much.
like shit. Heartless ass. Heartless ass. Okay, I ain't say her name, so nobody knows who I'm talking about. Anyway, she so I'm sitting on the desk. She's like, "Hey, that's my chair or my desk or whatever." And I looked at her. I was like, "No, it's mine." You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, back home things are a little different, a little aggressive. She like, I think it was like 2 other dudes sitting on the desk because we were getting to know each other. Now she flips the desk, bro. Like she literally like flips it, and they get off, catch themselves, but I don't. I fall and I hit my hair, right? And I don't like hitting my hair, bro. So I blacked out. I ain't gonna lie, I blacked out. I don't remember what happened, but I did.
Remember?
But I remember my shoes was off. One of my shoes was off. She was in a little corner, bald, like crying, holding her face, and like when I came to, my fist was clenched. So they told me like I kicked and everything. Like I was going crazy on this girl because I hit my head. And the principal came up. This was my first day in school, right? The principal came up and was like, "Mr. Watson, we gotta talk." I was like, "Okay," you know what I'm saying? He was like, "I'm not gonna suspend you, but you're not gonna have a conversation." And he talked to me. He was like, "Well, let me ask you this. What if that was your sister or your mama? You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if somebody, you know what I'm saying, did that to her or to them or whatever?" And I was like, I mean, I got his point. You know what I'm saying? And even though back then I was young and I had a lot more anger and emotions in me, I still remember that shit to this day clearly because I'm telling you, like it just happened yesterday. Right. You know what I'm saying? So his lesson was, bro, like, she a female. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was clearly the stronger person in the situation. I clearly had the power to end it however I wanted to end it. But just because I could don't mean I should have. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm saying that in the sense of, bro, if you, like, get up right now and slap me in the face. If you have fought me that day when we were talking, bro, I wouldn't have done nothing to you because of the love that I have for you and the respect, right? But I would have put you in a category forever because of that situation. Like, okay, that's the type of person he is. You know what I'm saying? And I got a way about me where I do things subliminally to get you. And you might just see me like thrive, bro. Yeah. Like you might just be like, damn, that nigga going. The whole time I'm thinking, I'm showing you something.
You starting on me, like you starting on.
But I'm not gonna ever say your name. I'm not gonna ever say, yeah, man, this for that.
You use it as motivation.
That's me. That's how I am. So like, I'm not. For one, this America, this country will do anything in its power to put your ass down on the bottom. And I'm not saying that because of your color, your gender. I'm just saying it's just the way the law is set up. If you and I fight, if Benji and I fight, we both going to jail. Yeah. No matter who's wrong, he hit me, I hit him. The state or county, whatever, gonna sue the both of us or take us both to jail. Mm-hmm. So like, I look at that like, you know what? He did this. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Whether I could win, whether I lose, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put you in this category and I'm gonna move on with my life. That's how I am.
I agree with you. I get what you're saying.
Because of some of the stuff I experienced.
Me as like as a person, as a human, as a man, you have to have some things that you're willing to like. It's just certain things that I'm not willing to look past. Like that's just me.
I get that.
And anybody that if that's the way you go about it, you get what I'm saying. I'm not mad at you. Like that's how you decide to run your life. I'm not mad at you about that, but I'm not even gonna teach these principles to my kids.
Yeah.
So when I say son, if my son come home and say, man, this girl was talking crap, so I smacked her in her face. Nah, son, you dead fucking wrong. Yeah. Like, nah, you tripping. Like, we gonna go apologize to her. But if my son tell me, man, this girl tried to stab me with some scissors, so I punched her in her face to get her up off me, and then that's what it was. I'm not mad at my son because, like,
well, that's different. That's definitely self-defense.
Anytime it's self-defense because you can think like
because he's saving his life at that moment.
But you the same way I just said scissors to show you an extreme. Mm-hmm. It might not be scissors. It can be her punching. He might say, man, I ain't gonna hit her because she a girl. He might knock her tooth out. Yeah. I mean, she might knock his tooth out. Yeah, true. So in this situation,
I like those two strippers that killed that dude and all.
Exactly. So you taking you don't have nobody has the right, man, female, that put their hands on you. Yeah. If I didn't do nothing to you, you don't have the right to put your hands on me. Yeah. So I'm not gonna never teach my son like, son, you don't hit females.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't hit nobody.
Actually, I want to ask all y'all this.
You don't hit nobody, yeah.
Who won in that situation?
In what situation?
With the Will Smith, Chris Rock. Who won?
Chris Rock. Jada. Will Smith.
It ruined his reputation.
No, it didn't.
No, it
Will
didn't.
Smith just hosted some more shit.
Yeah, how many years after?
I don't think it did nothing.
I don't think it did
Bro,
nothing.
I don't
when
think it
people
did
talk
nothing.
about Will, they don't talk about him with the same
If
love that
anything,
they
it just
had.
made Jada more empowered to talk
I
about
don't-
I
all of
agree.
her
So-
business.
I
So
think
Jada won.
I think Jada lost that. I
Okay.
think she was like
In some ways.
She
a
was
lot
the
of people.
catalyst, I
A lot of
agree.
people was like, "Oh, she turned Will into this." It was like she was to blame for a lot of shit with that.
Yeah.
I don't think Will, because Will still got Bel Air on Peacock.
That's why I said
Coming out.
I didn't
He
see
still
no
got
effects from it.
Well, he still went
No,
to the
he
Grammys.
was
Like Chris Brown,
Well,
when
no,
Chris
he
Brown
was,
did that shit to Rihanna, he's seen effects from that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I
Well,
don't
no,
think
wait,
that
wait,
shit-
wait.
that was
He
a
wasn't
different-
invited.
Yeah,
No,
he no
something
effect from
happened,
it.
bro. Will Smith either wasn't invited to the Grammys for a while or something like that. Not the Grammys, was it the Emmys?
I mean, I would expect not to go to the Oscars. That's where you,
Oscars,
that's- but that's where you
Yeah.
get the-
Oh, yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
where you
banned.
get the
He
event.
wasn't in no movies for a little
I
bit.
would
Yeah.
expect
Well, he
that.
did Bad Boys. He did the new Bad
Yeah, but you
Boys,
know,
and then he did
that's
He did great with that.
He did the Bad Boys. He did the one joint where he was playing the old head in the younger version of himself.
For sure.
Was
I
that
watched
after?
movie.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
he did
But
the-
that movie kind of didn't do that well.
But he did
though.
the 2 seasons. No, I didn't do that well.
Yeah,
but
I know what you're talking about.
He did the 2
Yeah.
seasons of Bel Air after
Yeah.
that. So I'm just like,
So you don't feel like his career got that?
Nah.
You don't think he would have been
But-
in more shit like normally?
Bruh, for real.
I don't think so.
I think. Well, even after that, Chris Rock ain't been out nowhere.
Well, Chris Rock ain't never really had that
Yeah,
same,
right.
and I
Yeah,
think
well-
that's why Will Smith did it, because he was like, he ain't really nobody to
No,
me.
Jada made him do it. He
Yeah.
was
I
tender.
I don't think Jada
I mean, I
made
think
him.
it was on the same
She
tier
did. She
right,
looked-
at that
he-
point.
Oh, you think so?
He won't even
Yeah,
mad.
Chris Rock?
When it happened.
Well, he was hosting.
Chris Rock is a household name.
I never said he wasn't, but Will Smith is.
I think they was on the
is a-
same tier at
He's
that
a
time.
comedian, so you got to look at
Yeah,
him differently.
it's different.
But
Will Smith does movies and show, like the stuff he does. His acting is like God.
But listen, Chris Rock,
Yeah.
as a comedian,
I
Chris
think he-
Rock is on that level.
He's up there.
Yeah,
That's why I was saying they was
Will
like
Smith's
on the
not a
same.
comedian.
That's what I'm saying. So you
Yeah.
can't, when you compare him,
I think you. I don't think you can
I mean,
compare.
as a on the tier of professionalism, I think
You
it was
think
on the
so?
same
I think
tier.
that he- I agree
Like
with
the
that.
tier
Okay.
of comedy, equivalent to the same tier as
I feel like
as
more
an actor
people would.
or something like that.
Do you feel like okay? Let's
Chris
look
Rock
at it
had
like
his
this
own
then.
sitcom, just like he had his own sitcom.
All right, well, look at it like
they're upper
respect.
echelon.
Look at it like
Yeah.
respect. Then, do you think Chris Rock had the same kind of respect that Will Smith had?
Yeah, he was
in the,
able
in
to
the
put his
industry.
brother on.
Yeah,
People know
yeah.
Tony Rock because of Chris Rock.
Okay.
He was able to do like I believe Chris Rock. He's just a comedian, but I
Yeah.
feel like he.
Well, shit, Tony don't even fuck with Chris like that.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying. But he was still able to.
Yeah.
But
But
Tony
a lot of
was
people,
mad about that.
a lot of people, he was mad about that because he was cool with Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "You smacked my motherfucking
Yeah,
brother." You
yeah.
won't
At the
do
end of
it.
the day, it was
yeah,
still,
yeah.
you know what
No,
I'm saying,
for
his brother.
sure.
But
I mean,
I
yeah.
agree with you were saying.
Will
like,
Smith might. I'm not disputing. Will Smith might be higher than him.
Yeah.
But it's not like way over here.
No,
like,
I don't.
They're,
I
they're,
don't. No,
they're
I-
like
nah,
they're
I
like
feel
this.
it.
Real
I
quick,
feel it.
speaking of way over there, come this way because you out of the frame.
You shake back,
yeah, I think,
shake back a little bit, man.
I think the same. I think they on the like, in their careers,
I agree with you.
on their tiers. I just think they're like
Kinda
I-
like, yeah.
I don't really
You
think
look at them
nobody.
like
I
Nick and
don't think nobody really lost or gained anything from that.
Okay, so you think
except Jada. Jada really got bashed for that shit.
Well, Jada was getting bashed before because of
Yeah.
what was
That's what
going
I'm
on.
saying.
Yeah,
That's what
and
I'm saying.
that-
So it
that
was
just
like-
added
Definitely
to
got
it
more, like,
exponentially.
Jada,
attention
what's
to
going
it.
on, bro?
Yeah, she was
like,
kind of. She
what are you
wilding.
doing?
She was wilding, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
You know
that
what?
was-
This is a great segue.
That was some dirtbag shit.
It's a great segue, bro.
What you wanna
We
talk
talk about we talk about the Oscars. All right, what about these? What about these Grammy awards, man? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick winning 5.
Somebody agree with me, please, that Kendrick Lamar is the most overrated
No
artist
sir.
in the world. Bro.
No sir.
I'ma
Shout
tell
out
you.
to Kendrick. Bro. I like Kendrick. Good.
I like Kendrick, but he not getting no play in my boombox.
Oh, really?
Exactly, bro.
He not
That's what I'm
getting
saying.
So you
no-
like Drake better?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
hold on.
wait.
You might not like him better. Who you gonna play in your car, bro? When you get in your
Drake will
you
get more
throwing
play.
Drake,
Drake
exactly.
will get more play than
Because
Kendrick.
of the females?
Just-
No,
because he got
I like a
he's
couple of his
more of his-
records.
more
I
of
like
his
I
rap.
like some of Kendrick too. I'm not a fan of either one.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of either one. So like I feel like my opinion's more valid than anyway. I'm not a fan of either one of them.
He ain't
But
biased.
I think Kendrick, they not like us though.
It's
No,
crazy.
I admit it. I said that song was.
It's
I said
crazy.
That song,
That's not even a.
that song.
A
like
lot of
that.
people don't like it because it's not a diss track, but it's like, yo, that joint got the West Coast moving.
That song like
crazy.
And
that.
that one song got 5 Grammys.
I mean, I've not heard
That's his third
anybody.
time
Well,
doing it,
no,
though.
I ain't gonna lie. The
That's
Drake
his third time
stands.
doing it?
Yeah, he did
The-
it in 2018. I forget what the songs were, but he did it in 2018. I think
Wait,
it was
what song?
2019. I don't remember the songs. I just know like 2 other songs outside of Not Like Us got 5 Grammys.
Oh,
I
for
know that
real?
Not Like
I mean,
Us
I know.
did this shit the fastest though. It
Yeah,
went,
yeah,
it
yeah,
went,
no,
it
it did.
went platinum.
I mean, it happened, like,
went,
last summer.
It went diamond the fastest of
Yeah.
any song
Yeah,
ever.
bro, it's crazy.
I'm
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
damn, that shit.
It went
I ain't
down.
never-
It was
It's so
hot.
catchy though, bro. Like even
Yeah,
if you
it's
don't like
catchy
the
as
song,
fuck.
you gonna be in
You
the
gon-
car
you
singing
gonna
that
sing
shit.
it
Bro.
at
Like
that,
that's when I knew it was a
You ain't
crazy
gotta.
song.
All you gotta do is they not like
They
us.
not like us.
That's
They not
it.
like us.
That's just it. That's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that shit-
Hey,
that
oh,
shit-
yeah.
They're like,
Minor.
I mean, some like real Kendrick fans though, like you know, you can see they real passionate about that.
What?
shit.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've always thought that.
You a Kendrick fan?
Yeah.
Like
He
super.
love
guy.
Kendrick.
Nah. Not like nah.
Look,
Hold
bro.
on.
We be arguing on the phone. We like, he love Kendrick,
So the
bro.
thing is, bro, I like to challenge the clergy. I like to challenge the mind, and I feel like Drake music is real simple, like real, like elementary to me. So like when I listen to like Kendrick, it's very deep, it's very calculated, it's very like it's just
Man got a Pulitzer.
I tell you, you don't listen to Drake a lot.
I think it's very straightforward.
Nah, I think you don't.
I
listen
think
to
he
him
got
a lot.
wordplay. I ain't talking about wordplay. I'm talking about the depth of the song. So like for instance, when I used to listen to like Biggie and Pac, right? Biggie is he's a lyrical king. Like he's a genius, you know what I'm saying? But when Pac used to talk, bro, like it'll
Pac
make me
speak from his
sick.
soul.
Like I'll get like goosebumps listening to Pac sing, like you know what I'm saying, say some of the stuff he says. So that's where I'm at
I'm
with
a
that.
huge Pac fan, right?
Yeah.
And
But
when
you can't
people-
argue that Biggie is better lyrically than Pac. But
listen
Pac
what I'm saying.
message is just
Pac touches you. When you
That's
listen
what I'm
to,
saying.
When you
His
listen to
message-
Tupac, see Biggie will say some. Biggie to say some shit that you be like, man, what the fuck Biggie talking
Yeah,
about?
fuck my mom and my girl type shit. Like he'll say fuck my mama on a
Man,
song. Like
Biggie
he don't give a
He
damn.
look so good. He'll suck on his dad. Like I'm not never
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say no
yeah, I
shit like
heard
you couldn't
you.
pay me to say no shit like that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Pac touches you more like. If you going through dear mama, bro, who don't
Word.
feel like that about
Yeah,
your motherfucking
sure,
mama, bro?
sure,
like your
sure,
mama
sure,
might not be
sure.
perfect, but you gonna feel you gonna really feel that song.
Yeah.
Me whatever. I ain't mad at you. You gonna feel that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
So it's just certain.
I love
songs.
me and my girlfriend.
Bro,
Me and my
that's
girlfriend.
another two joints that I like, 2 artists that I ain't really like.
You
I'm
never
biased
had a
about
side?
them too.
Yeah,
Nope.
one way or the other. They both
I never really had a side
You
with
know,
them
I
either.
swear to God, I didn't really get into Pac till I got locked up, bro.
Yeah,
And it's
well,
like,
I think we were all older when we really started understanding music.
Of course,
we
yeah.
were, when we were kids, we were just like the shit sounded good. Like,
Nah,
because
I was-
Soulja Boy
hell
was
no.
popping off,
Yeah.
Lil
Soulja Boy was
Wayne was
popping.
popping
I always
off.
listened to. I was
Yeah,
like
I
a Jadakiss
always-
fan.
yeah,
I was
facts.
I went from 50
What?
50 phase. I
Yeah.
was,
It was until when I got my car and I put like a sound system in it. That's when I started getting into the '90s music.
and then I grew up with a mama. Like you got to think, me and my
Yeah.
mama only 16 years older than me.
Yeah.
So my mama was
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
she
car
was
listening
young.
to. I remember listening to Tupac with my mama. I'm 4,
Man, my
5
dad
years
won't
old.
listen to none of that.
Oh my
shit.
God, Biggie did that. Like I remember that shit. I'm a kid.
Yeah,
so
nah,
you feel
facts,
me?
facts.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember
like,
that. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
That shit hit. Like,
I ain't even know the nigga.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, talk
Yeah,
about
but
Biggie. I'm
like
damn.
Biggie, what you mean?
Biggie
Like,
died.
yeah, for real,
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
shit hit
I remember
differently. Like when
Tupac
you
died, all
like,
that.
if you
I
was,
was like, damn.
if you was in that culture, like if you weren't in it, like then it probably don't hit you the same. But I literally remember that shit. I remember
Yeah.
when Pac died. I remember when Biggie died. I remember like when 50 Cent first came out. I remember when everything different. Like everybody came in. So it's kind of like you kind of sit there and watch that shit, and it's like. They raise you in a sense. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
That's a fucked up way to be. Like the
True.
rappers raising you, but
True.
that's who really raised me in a
Yeah.
sense. You get
Hey,
what I'm saying?
for real.
Get the shot,
for real
man.
though.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, get in the frame, Mel. Yeah.
I think, high school is when I really. So high school, I started listening to the northern rappers, like New York, the
Okay,
New York
okay,
rappers,
yeah.
because they use punchlines and metaphors. They really painted pictures with their
Pictures,
words.
yeah, facts.
Versus, Soulja Boy was just doing you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit
it was
like
just-
that. Like
yeah.
Whatever was catchy. At the
Yeah,
It
like
was
I
just
really
catchy,
did.
bro.
Like when I was young, I'm like, my mom was listening to like Ludacris, Jermaine Dupri. All
Yeah,
that. I mean, it
okay.
was catchy. Like that's the stuff that she was going. She was still going to the club. Like she
Oh,
was still
yeah.
young.
Oh, yeah,
You feel me? So she was still going to the club. Like so, this stuff I hear in the car or whatever. But it's just like I ain't really messing with that. So I'm hearing like Jadakiss, 50, Fab. Like I'm listening to them like painting pictures what they were like rhyming, metaphors, punchlines, everything. I'm just like, nah, these niggas really talking that shit.
for real.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm really dialed in. So I would never ever be like my favorite rapper from somebody from the South.
Yeah.
Or even like the West Coast. Like I like West Coast music, but like that's why I'll never be a fan of Kendrick.
Got you.
Because he still got that style.
Yeah.
But
We can't relate to him. It's so
yeah,
different
it's-
in the same.
it's
They treat
just-
us the same way. So when I
Yeah.
tell people that be like they super big on Kendrick,
But that's
I be like, bro,
interesting.
they don't even like us
But
like that.
that's funny
You know what I'm
because
saying?
it's funny you say that because how that
I love Nipsey though.
Okay, Nipsey.
I like Nipsey a lot more in his depth. Listen,
it's interesting because I'm not like none of that music is technically my music, and I love it all. So how is it that I can have such a detached like?
Because you're from Jamaica,
so like you ain't versus like feeling like okay, West Coast versus East Coast or whatever. You know,
because you're from Jamaica, so you didn't have to experience when them people were going into it when they were beefing. Like it was kind of a neutral ground for you. Like we had to sit back and watch East Coast versus the West Coast, or however a certain sound or whatever. Like, bro, you had to literally sit there and watch.
And y'all might not know this, but there was these two artists beefing back home called Vibes Cartel and Movado. And people were actually getting shot in the street. And you Vibes Cartel and Movado.
And you spoke on that before,
right? And I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a Movado, like I was on Movado like team, bro. I was like, I ain't fuck, because Vibes Cartel, I thought, Cartel? And I did, but I'd rather Movado because I thought he was on that gangster shit, and I used to like the gangster shit more. Vibes Cartel was more of like a lyricist, and I feel like he just know how to cuss a nigga out better. Like he just know how to like, he'll tell you about your mama. He
just got out recently, right?
Yeah, recently. But the thing is, you know, like he went away for like 13 years, and Movado been out. But I can still listen to both of them, and I can still see why I love Cartel, Movado versus Cartel. But they're both still hella talented.
And you got a direct connection to them because you Jamaican. So that's
but they're still. But bro, listen what I'm. But just because I'm Jamaican don't mean that Gully Side and Gaza was the same.
I'm not saying
saying West Coast and East Coast.
I'm not saying.
It's American.
No, I'm not saying. But imagine this. Imagine it was Jamaican versus a Haitian.
But it's not like that.
I know, but for us it's like that. So,
really? Yeah. So you don't look at West Coast like it's a part of America.
That's
pretty much what I'm saying.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
Musically, hell no.
That's funny as hell.
What I'm saying, like, it's still America, but what I'm saying is, bro, we don't wear Chuck Taylor, like, we don't wear khakis and Chuck Taylor. I can't relate to that.
That's funny.
I can't relate to that.
That's funny, bro.
But it's a real thing.
No, it's interesting. It's a word.
Like, the East Coast, even the East Coast, like, they got, the East Coast got the North South. They got the connection.
Yeah.
But it's like,
that's interesting.
Even like the North gonna always be the North, and South they always gonna keep that country shit.
True.
You feel me? Like even Texas, the chopped and screw joint. Like you'll never see somebody up north except ASAP.
Nah, for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Take that chopped and screw style. It's like, nah.
It's broke down to like where it's at. Like,
you're not gonna see nobody wearing Timbs in Atlanta. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Unless somebody from New York definitely go to Atlanta.
From Houston or Texas that think Pimp C is the best ever.
Yeah.
It's a motherfucker in New York. I'm like, man, you smoking motherfucking crack. You think Pimp C better than Jay-Z or Biggie? Exactly. So that's what I mean. So when you saying like Movado and them, they're still Jamaican.
True.
So like when you talking about like, cause it's totally different. Like especially if you travel. So if you ever went to like, bro, I lived in New York for a while.
Yeah.
So when I went to New York, bro, just talk for us. Like the female, I was like 8-9 years old. Just talk. We love the way you talk.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
when you be like go to the store or or whatever, it was amazing to them. So like it's a complete difference.
Well, you know what it is? I don't want to say it's a Jamaican thing. It's a me thing because you got people back home. Like if you play Movado music or back then. In certain areas, it's an issue. If you play Vibes Cartel music in certain areas, it's an issue.
Oh, you're not playing Pocket New York and thinking shit rock.
And that's what I'm saying.
So it's like that.
So like,
back then, it was
but for me, I was never on that where I could listen to this because for one, you know, I told you I love the lyrical like battles. You know what I'm saying? I like that type of shit because to me, the controversy like it brings up the interest in the music. It brings up the energy. It brings up me wanting to like, you know what I'm saying, like study more like the situations. So I never took it personal like, oh, I don't fuck with these guys because I was like, nah, he said some crazy shit. Let me see what he about to say. That's how I look at it.
You pretty much ain't have a dog in the fight.
Nah.
So when Kendrick Lamar say, man, I got on these motherfucking khakis and Chuck Taylors, I cannot relate to that shit at all, bro.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When Jadakiss say,
but why look at it like that? Why not look at it like, no, they're just because we speaking their truth?
No, because we're fans of them. So when you follow something and you listen to Jadakiss and he's telling you, man, you know what I'm saying? He's explaining to you why he wearing these Timbs or why he doing this. It resonates to you.
You know what that is?
It might have been your mama boyfriend. It might have been your dad. It might have been your uncle. But you see that. You're not seeing nobody. And somebody in Compton, they gonna see a motherfucker with Chuck Taylors and Crip walking. We not seeing that shit in here.
I don't think that's necessarily being a fan. I think that's like mob mentality. Personally, I think that's taking it like another level.
Nah, it's
I just think the same lifestyle.
And
I think it's
that
just
could be that
it's
too.
just your lifestyle.
And you know why I say that?
I don't know nothing about LA, bro. I can't I can't tell you. Like, there's certain things they're gonna speak about in LA. Like, it's certain things you're gonna find common ground with anybody. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can find common ground with anybody. I don't care where you from. But like, it's like I listen to Kendrick. I'm like, bro, I got Good Kid, Mad City. I know that album. I can sing word for word some of that stuff. But it's like, even when I'm listening to it, I can recognize a good project, but it don't resonate with me.
Right.
It don't resonate with my struggle.
Let me ask you this one question.
It don't resonate with my struggle.
So a lot of people are kind of going crazy about Beyonce winning that award for that country. Based on what you're saying,
yeah.
technically that
won.
shouldn't be the case then.
That's
Based
the
on
thing where
I'm not a
she
fan
had
of
a
country,
song.
so I'm not gonna speak on
had a
it.
good song.
But based off me knowing the history of it, I don't think she should have won the country.
I mean,
I didn't listen to her
think
album.
I'm not gonna lie. My girl played the album. She loves Beyonce, but she didn't like it, and I didn't like it either. I when I listen to country, I was like, this ain't it.
Yeah, no.
So it kind of, I was
Like
kind
when
of
I'm actually listening to country, that just no.
yeah, I don't
It's like
understand.
it don't even got the same.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's
a little-
like-
and
You might like an artist called Rashard, where he's country, but it was kind of more like, in
pop?
his experience. No. It's
Okay.
country, but it's also mixed with hip hop because that's what he
Okay.
grew up
Oh,
in
no,
Atlanta.
hell
He
no.
grew up more in the country.
I like
Yeah, so-
when I was listening to country, I was just
Bro, I was listening to Kenny Rogers. I was listening to Kenny Rogers, Brooks and Dunn. I was listening to the real country.
I don't want to hear
music.
like no. Shabuzi was the only exception because he
Yeah,
still had
Shabuzi,
that.
yeah,
he still had
got
that
that.
sound with
Yeah.
it. But like when I'm listening to country, bro, I want to listen to country.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen
Yeah.
to hip hop
Country mixed
and
with hip-hop,
country.
yeah.
No, hell no. Nigga.
So what would you
it's
call
done bad.
hers
It's
then?
done bad. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
What would you
there's
call
some
her
done bad.
twang on the country?
I feel like she
Beyonce.
was like.
Oh,
Even though she was on the album, I felt like she was like the DJ Khaled of the project. You know how you just push
yeah,
it together?
yeah.
with a lot
So
of
you don't think
artists.
she should have won that award either?
No. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't think she should have. I feel like,
like-
she won it just because of that mob mentality, bro.
remember
where
when
it's
Lil
like-
Wayne did
there
a
was
rock
one bit
album?
that blew
That's
up.
what I equate that
just
to.
like that, just like that.
Oh, the rock album.
Yeah.
Well,
Wayne
facts.
did a rock album.
Yeah,
I equate that to him like,
yeah.
you know,
It was
Wayne was
something
hot at the
different.
time. He gonna have
Yeah.
fans that bad, just gonna do numbers. But
Yeah.
like, come on, bro. Like, Wayne,
That Beehive shit is serious.
how is you doing? How is you doing?
Yes, it is.
I didn't know
How
that
is you
shit
doing a
was
rock
We
album,
might get
bro?
canceled talking about this up here. Just
that
saying.
Beehive shit is serious.
It is.
I don't think she should have won. I mean, big ups to her for winning.
No, I
it,
mean,
but-
yeah, I'm not hating. Like,
did
it is
nothing.
what it is. But if you think about it logically, it's like she's out of her element, and then she does one thing, and then she wins like the
top
best
of the
award
top,
that you're
yeah.
supposed to. It's kind of
You
strange.
want me to give you a
After
perfect
one
scenario?
album?
That's like
Yeah,
an
it's kinda
NFL
wild.
player
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
play in the NBA or NBA player. Like, bro, and then winning the MVP. And we
Yeah,
sitting there watching,
like-
like, bro, he's struggling like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Because it's his name.
Because it's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He won it. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
like,
when
when,
we sit here and watch the sports, we know, like,
It's
bro,
not
this
fucking
shit, this shit ain't 100.
Michael Jordan.
He went to
Yeah,
baseball.
Yeah,
He went to baseball.
He went to
Yeah,
baseball.
like, hell no.
Facts.
I just
Yeah,
like-
facts.
If it wasn't Michael Jordan, he would have never went there.
Yeah,
he was
word.
a bum. He wasn't even
Facts.
good in baseball at all. Like, I ain't gonna
Yo,
say-
you
he
got-
probably was good as an average player,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't have been no professional baseball player.
Gotcha.
But because
Yeah.
it's Michael
The
Jordan, they know he
followers
gonna sell
he did,
tickets. They know this. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
true.
feel like it's more of a publicity stunt than anything.
Then you had niggas like Deion Sanders who actually did.
he
this
was
shit.
nice.
Who did
Bo
both?
Jackson. Them
Yeah.
dudes are they're exceptions. There's
Yeah,
people that can
and
really
it
do
was
both.
nice with it. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
oh nah, like he hit a home run and scored a touchdown on defense the same week.
I feel like what it
Fucking
is,
unheard
bro.
of.
I feel like what it is, like people just kind of like what they like or like who they like. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to segue into one more thing and then we can end it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we're running up on getting close to that. You know what I'm saying? 3 hour mark. But I wanted us to talk about like politics, bro, for a little bit and how insane everything and how reactionary everybody's being about everything that's happening, bro. Like, and it kind of resonates with what we were talking about just now, where it's like if you like something or if you're used to something, and you see anything different, you're not really with it because it's different.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure if it's like because. Like with Kendrick, you can't say he's bad, but it's like, well, I can't really rock with it because of my upbringing, so to speak, right? Because of what I've seen.
I like him.
Yeah, but like, you like this better because of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like they disrespect the East Coast, and I'm not a fan. I'm
Okay.
like, you know what I'm saying? But we
yeah, bro. No, I'm with you. So like,
That's my whole
what
thing, bro.
I've been noticing a lot of things lately, bro. When I watch like the news or when I pay attention, and I try not to pay too much attention to it because it's kind of getting like, I feel like America, like needs a mental break, bro. Like the way everybody's just like
a
hella
lot of
reactionary. Like
it's what they consume. Honestly, it's one of them things where, because that's where, and just coming from a media aspect, where back, I'll even say that when the internet was still early, you had a lot of personalities, a lot of people had a following because of their personality, because this is what they are as a person.
Yeah.
I don't know when the shift happened. I want to say it was probably right around COVID when, the shift happened, where it shifted from people with personalities and wanting to go for the people. It became, what was the next thing? It became content focused.
Got you.
So it was very it's just short, sweet, what can get. And of course, that's what news did all the time. The headlines, exactly. True, it's like, what can we dumb this or put in the quickest bite that'll get the biggest reaction, because this gets the most clicks, the most attention, and then it spirals from there, gets in the most money.
But it has such adverse effects on society, because people, like we talked about this, people are crashing out. Like, bro, there were people on Reddit, people on I think it was Twitter, saying literally unalive your MAGA neighbors, bro. Like people who voted this way, unalive them, kill them. Like, what the hell? Yeah. It makes no sense to me why anybody would get that personal. With it. I don't care what your political affiliation is, bro. For one, I think some of that shit should be a little private, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you ain't gotta let everybody know. Exactly. You walk around and everybody gotta know who you affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the cross, like Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Or you're Muslim, whatever. I ain't gotta know that. You know what I mean? So it's and what I noticed too is once you get in this mob or cult mentality, you can't see anything good.
Outside of that. I agree with that.
Bro, I was looking today and I saw that Trump's team, they're talking about cutting taxes on overtime. All overtime taxes gonna be cut on it. And we made a lot of money on overtime. That would have been great a couple years ago. Right? Cutting taxes on tips. We were just talking about bartending and stuff like that. Cutting taxes on billionaires in the sports industry. Yeah. And I remember I was me and my girl were talking about it. I was I thought they told us that he was only trying to cut taxes. He was trying to not cut taxes for billionaires, have them pay more. I think I said that wrong earlier. He's trying to cut programs that cut taxes for billionaires. Yeah. I thought they tried to tell us that Trump is only trying to look out for the billionaires. So why all of a sudden are we seeing him trying to cut taxes for the middle class, lower class people, and put more taxes, get rid of programs that was cutting taxes for the rich? And you know what I'm saying?
I tell people do their own research with that shit.
What the hell's going on?
They're painting an image of something that's the complete opposite. So I tell people, don't ever go for something you heard on the news or nothing. Go do your own research and then get your own opinion on it. Because people hear something and then go with that and be like, well, I seen Trump doing it. Nah, bro, go out there and really figure it out. Because I used to be like that. I used to hear something and then I run with that. Now I'm to the point you can't tell me anything. I'm gonna make sure I go cross my T's and dot my I's before I speak on it. And that's what we need more people to do in general. Because people will literally go with that and be
you heard what they talking about with the drugs and the cartels and the fentanyl and all that stuff coming in, and what they're trying to actually put the death penalty back on the table for the drug cartels that's getting fentanyl into the country, because it's fentanyl's killed millions of Americans, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see why people would be upset about that. I don't understand. I be trying to understand. Okay, what's wrong with that?
I personally think it'd be more of the headlines that be coming out, right? So the headlines don't ever paint the greatest picture. Okay. It's just eye-catching. Eye-catching.
Got you.
Whatever it say is it's going to catch this
So it's what you were saying,
Yeah, and then people create this picture, and then it's and then people speak their mind on this picture that they painted, right? And now everybody's oh yeah, I agree with this, I agree with that, without doing the research and stuff like that. I always look at it especially with politics, I'm not big in politics because I feel I'm an individual first. So I'm an individual, you're an individual, individual, and y'all got all your individual needs, right? And what else gonna help y'all household and yourselves moving forward. True. So I don't ever judge somebody off their individual needs. You're an individual for a reason. We're not the same. Facts. We don't have the same needs. I don't judge people off of who they like and what they. I try not to judge people.
Yeah.
I try not to get into the politics. I try to keep it all level and keep it within myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to look at other people differently because they have different views. It's like I always try to keep the same thing. It's like, yo, these people are individuals for a reason.
Yeah.
Like we all individuals for a reason.
True.
We have our own minds.
True.
We have our own thoughts. And stuff like that. And we got to make our own decisions, which is best for. As selfish as it sounds, it's like, you got to make the best decision for you. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like it's like, people look at it as like. You can group it as a color thing or stuff like that. It's like, he gonna do this to. Not everybody's in the same situation.
Exactly.
Where it's gonna affect them.
Yeah.
But people do have sympathy and have certain.
Yeah, for sure.
And
our biases.
Yeah, and I respect that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but I don't like to speak negatively on people for having their own opinions.
Well, I just think that. Sure, it's good to have your opinion, but don't crash out. Like, don't don't be wishing death on
broad.
Yeah,
I'm not
focus on the micro, not the macro.
Why do you care about what this town? If you're in New York or something, why do you care about what this town in Alabama or wherever? Let's say in the middle of Alabama is doing. Say you got your neighborhood, you got your community that you yourself help out in.
Facts.
And that's where me personally am at, where it's like, okay, cool. I see my neighbors having this sign. I see my neighbor having the other person's sign. At the end of the day, I know if something really happens. Like, shoot, I've seen at the same time the power goes out. I've seen those two talking like nothing.
Yeah,
exactly. They were
and that's how it's supposed to be.
People focus on that, we'll be better off. Because,
that's how it's supposed to be.
I tell people that like that's why I do I've been doing a flag football and I do a kickball game and I'm looking on doing the basketball. I don't know how I want to do the basketball, and it's like you get kids, I get everybody out there and they come out there and everybody have a good time.
Exactly. It's a community,
yeah, and it's like we not speaking about we keeping it on the surface level. We're not speaking about your political party, what you believe. We out here, we doing this for the community. The kids that want to play football, we making sure everybody is food out here, is drinks out here, and it's like when you do that and everybody relate as humans, bro, it don't really matter what you are, bro. I don't care if you were ex-convict, if you were a drug dealer, if you were a politician, if we all here for a common goal is to be better, is to be a better person. You feel me? Like the goal is to be better. Like whatever we can do to build our situation. If we in Williamsburg, if we in Newport News, if we in Hampton, whatever we can do to build this situation, like let's build it. It don't matter where lights you come from. And I think a lot of people get caught up on, this guy was convicted of murder, or this guy did this, or man, it don't matter, bro. He out here doing. He ain't have to come out here to help. He contribute his time, his money. He did his own expense. Well,
it's that glass house mentality, bro. Like for some reason, I see people always judging the other person, and it's almost like, well, weren't you just in this situation? Like, oh man, you cheating on your wife or you cheating on your husband? Da, da, da. Wait, 2 years ago, weren't you like? Did you just divorce?
He up there acting like he a
what you doing? Yeah, bro. I think that glass house is like the bug that's flew in the fire. It's tantalizing, bro. Bug flew right. Stop. It happens all the time, bro. I'm like, those poor things. Stupid motherfuckers. It's always cold out here. Let me get some of that heat.
He gave up on life. He said, "Fuck that.
It's too cold."
Well, man,
it was nice the other day, but now
this a good this a good time to end it. You know what I mean? We covered some good topics, man. This was a good show. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys for coming out. Obviously this is a Hot Shots podcast. It wasn't too cold tonight, so
like, share, subscribe.
Obviously, like
share, subscribe. Hot Shot.
You gotta say that. You gotta say that.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta end it what I was saying. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Hit the bell. Hit the notification. Do what you need.
True. And then Shawan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll bring y'all through for my show, Pure Vulnerability. I talk on that for real quick. So it's like it's kind of like what you just did, but it's like more of on a level where I get guys and women that don't have a safe space to just come and talk and just talk about things they can't talk about or don't want to talk about. And it's like I just create a space for them to come and just talk about whatever they need to talk about. I ask questions, like get in depth with it and stuff like that.
Cool.
So I try to keep it like my show just to be on like that level, just be like, oh, just to see the background and what you could have changed, or even if you have a great background, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We just talk about that. I just try to keep it pure as possible, and I want people to just be in a vulnerable space, and I just want it to be a place where it's okay to be vulnerable.
I like
feel
that.
me?
Pure vulnerability.
Say that again one more time.
Pure vulnerability. Pure vulnerability.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Tune into that, man.
Yeah, for sure. Tune in. Like he came out here. Like
you can just find me on YouTube, Shawan Faults. That's it.
There you go.
Or Southwest 10, whatever it is.
easy day.
One or the two, you're gonna find me.
Easy day. Well, got anything you want to say, my boy?
It was a fun time.
Okay.
Great people. I don't really got any things to shout out because I'm more of the behind the scenes now. But I'll take that back. No, I can't say that. And
To be determined.
To be determined. NBA. I determined that I don't want to be sued for $90,000. That's what I determined.
Well, we'll have more episodes coming out. Obviously, tonight was good topics and stuff. I definitely enjoyed the conversation. Tune into his channel, Pure Vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? Episode 8.
Hot Shot Podcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend, man.
All right.
Don't forget it.
Deuces.
Appreciate it.